Hey there. Hey, Sassy Trucker, what you been up to? What you been up to? You know, I was set out. I was set out again. So, girl, I don't know what I be doing. So let me share this with a few people. Let me just share it with a few people. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm just gonna share it with 15 people. And if everybody can share with 15 people, that would be amazing. So, as you guys know, hi Tyra, did you get your products today? Did you get your products today? I think I got a notification that you got your products today, which I'm very excited about. So I am having my tea, which is green tea and wild berry tea. I'm coming to you guys at the, yay! I'm coming to you guys at this time because, as you know, I was set out. So I literally just got off of punishment 15 minutes ago. So I said, I'm not gonna waste a Friday night. We're gonna go ahead and talk about some really cool things. I have been working all day, working on my nails. I gotta buff them down. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, so I just literally just finished, grabbed a shower, came on here, and now we talking, okay? Thank you. It's just growing by itself. Let me go ahead and turn off all of these live requests. So we are going to be talking about a few things because we still have not had an opportunity to really talk about the products that my company makes. And, you know, we've been spending a lot of time talking about our types and what's good for our types. And there's a certain word I'm not going to be saying anymore. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm not even going to be saying that word anymore because it seems to be causing a lot of distress. So we're not going to even bother with that, okay? So my skin is glowing too much. You know what's on my face? Hold on a minute. You know what's on my face right now? I'll show you what's on my face right now. Where is my other? Here we go. Because we haven't really had a chance to talk about my company's products, this is what's on my face right now. It's called Face Repair. Okay? This is a vitamin C serum. And if you guys don't know, vitamin C serum clears up your skin. So whatever discoloration you have, if you have marks or, you know, old acne marks and that kind of thing, it really does clear your skin up. And then Skin Tight, okay? We have interesting names for all of our products. So Skin Tight tightens your skin and gives it that glow. You know, I wanted to have, we have three. We have an anti-aging cream, we have Skin Tight, and then we have Face Repair. But I will always stick by the fact that good skin comes from the inside. So that's why we have our collagen. Okay, so you can mix your collagen in with your any warm drink that you're having. You can mix your collagen in, and it's going to completely boost the collagen production in your skin. As we get older, we lose collagen, and then we are doing things like drinking coffee, and coffee actually inhibits the body from making collagen. So this is why I say, even according to your type, which my type, I can have coffee. I can have caffeinated coffee and I can have decaf coffee, but I don't drink it anymore. Number one, it was really making my menopause symptoms worse. Okay? It was making my menopause symptoms horrible. Okay, I cannot talk to you right now, young lady. Okay? It makes your moods swing. It makes your demeanor horrible. You have hot sweats. You have night sweats. You have just all of the symptoms are amplified. You have a lot of dark spots. This will work. But again, it starts on the inside, because what happens is that you have hyperpigmentation, you have, acne marks and scars and that kind of stuff. And what you need to do is boost the collagen production so that it, on the inside, not only are you eating for your type, which definitely helps everything, because acne is inflammation. All these different things are inflammation, and it shows up, it comes out on your face. Okay? So what happens is, if you're using something on the inside that is going to speed up production on your skin, it's also going to feed your skin, it's going to create more elasticity in your skin. It's just going to really just amp up the collagen in your skin and make your skin new. Do you guys know that we create new skin every 2 weeks? Did y'all know that? We create new skin. That's why they say you are what you eat. That's why they say you are what you eat. Okay? Because every 2 weeks, like a snake, we shed our skin. Whether that is in the bed, whether that is in the shower, when you're using your loofah and all those other things, you shed your skin. Okay? And a lot of times people are walking around, you're an esthetician, so yeah, you get it. A lot of times you're walking around with a bunch of dead skin on your face. Okay? So twice a week you should use an exfoliant, a gentle exfoliant, not no heavy scrub that you would use on your face, but you need to use a gentle exfoliant. What I generally will do is I will put some witch hazel, like Jordan made up our own. What's up, Melissa? Hi guys. We will put witch hazel, rose water, some hemp oil, a couple of other essential oils in a bottle, and that is what we would use for our astringent. Also, I use the Neutrogena wipes. Okay? Hey, I'm back. I use the Neutrogena wipes. I've been using the Neutrogena wipes that has hyaluronic acid in it for years. Okay? I don't use soap and water on my face because in California, we have super hard water. You may as well just throw some rocks on your face. Okay, so we have super hard water. So whenever you get done with soap and water, you're going to have dry patches and stuff all over your face. And that's what we were experiencing when we first moved out here. And we were like, what is going on? What's happening? Why are we so dry? Well, California is a very dry state, right? So witch hazel is the bomb. Witch hazel is generally, like if you see an astringent, witch hazel is usually the base of all of these face cleansers, okay? And then, so what I stopped doing was washing my face with soap. That was number one. I clean my face with the Neutrogena wipes because it's a cloth. I'm constantly buffing. I don't even wear any makeup, but that's what I use to clean my face. So while you're buffing the dead skin off, okay, this is pretty much where the glow comes from. Because every day you are literally buffing off the dead skin. Okay? If you want to brighten your skin, a really good gentle exfoliant is the Neutrogena Brightener. Okay? It's a really super gentle, okay? I don't make no money off none of this stuff. I'm just telling y'all what I do. Okay? It's really super gentle. It's a brightener. It's Neutrogena Brightener. Okay? Exfoliating brightener or something like that. But again, I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, how do you make your face look younger? I'm 53, for those of you that don't know that, okay? Most times, the biggest tell-alls for your skin are going to be your eyes, your lips, your neck, okay? You will have lines in your forehead. I used to have lines in my forehead. This is my new face. I keep telling y'all that. This is my new face. This isn't what my face used to be. My face was not like this at 40. Okay? Because I don't know how to use this yet. I don't know how to put up the pictures and stuff yet. It doesn't have anything for that on here. Then you guys would see what my old face looked like. Let me show y'all what my old face used to look like. Okay? It wasn't this face. I assure you. When I was 40, I was filled with inflammation. I was on a bunch of prescription drugs, and it literally showed on my face. And I was just aging. I was drinking coffee. I was, just battling in sarcoidosis. I was battling sarcoidosis, and I was really heavy. I was 287 pounds, and this was my face. Okay, so you can tell that the inflammation is gone. My forehead was bigger. My eyelids were very droopy and puffy. My nose is totally different, just swelled up. No, I'm right-handed. All of this extra face, okay? My inflammation was showing on my face, and it didn't matter what, the line in my forehead, all of that. It did not matter what I used on my face. Nothing helped. Okay? Nothing helped. I look like Norbit. You mean I look like Rasputia? Norbit was the man. But I was still cute. Yeah, I was on prednisone. They had me on prednisone because I had lung surgery in 2006. If you're not talking, tap for me. If you're not talking, tap for me. Okay? Let's get the likes up. I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis back in 2006. I got sarcoidosis from black mold in my place, and I did not know there was mold there. So it was in my ventilation closet, and I just got sick really fast. Like I had an upper respiratory infection that turned into asthma, that turned into this mystery thing. Okay? So I had to go to all these different doctors, try to figure out what that was. And finally they were like, oh, we need to do a biopsy. So I had this surgery. They made it sound super simple, but it was actually very, very major. And so when we get done, they're like, oh, well, you have sarcoidosis. And I'm like, well, what's that? And they're like, well, we don't really know. I say, excuse me? They say, we don't really know, but it seems to be prevalent in African-American women over the age of 40. And at that time, I was 38. So I was like, huh, you're telling me that I have a disease that you know nothing about. So at that time, I really, we're taught, aren't we? Aren't we taught to trust doctors and to trust authority figures? This lip gloss plumps your lips. Because remember what I said, makes you look older. You get wrinkles in your lips. But if you use a plumping lip gloss, it goes away. This is by Doral. You can get it on Amazon. Okay? Was one of your symptoms almost year-round coughing? It was a assessment was as if what type of? I had an upper respiratory infection. 2 weeks later, I got the upper respiratory infection in July. Okay, they put me on antibiotics. Then DEROL. They put me on antibiotics. It didn't get better. By September, they said you have asthma. And I was like, how do I just catch asthma? Like, who catches asthma? I never had asthma a day in my life. So where did I catch that? So then I go see 4 or 5 different doctors. One of them was like, well, we need to cut you at the base of your throat and slide this. I was like, yo. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You're not cutting me at the base of my throat and sliding nothing in me. That's just not going to work out for me. Okay? Exactly. So where did I get this asthma from? You see how silly stuff sounds? But when you are in distress, when you are sick, you don't really think about all of that stuff. You just want to get better, right? So I'm trusting these people to get me better. So I'm going to see all these different doctors. They're telling me, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And luckily, I was an advocate for myself and was just like, no, I'm not going to do that. We're just discussing my life and my travels and what I've learned along the way. And then we're going to talk about types, eating for your type, and how a lot of my products will help you. Okay? So I trust this doctor. I go and get this surgery. It was $123,000, this surgery. And then they come out and they say, you have sarcoidosis. What's sarcoidosis? We don't know. Okay? So they start me on these drugs, which, you know, in hindsight, when you're thinking about this stuff, exactly, you don't catch asthma. So in hindsight, when you're thinking about this stuff, you're like, why was I even on these drugs for this mystery disease? Like, what were these drugs supposed to do? But because you're trusting and you're told, you know, these are the authority figures, they know more than you do. Listen to your doctor, trust your doctor, ask your doctor knows everything. Isn't that what we're told? I mean, we're pretty much brainwashed into believing that everybody is an authority figure but you. You can't be an authority figure. You reading the same stuff they reading. You reading the same articles they reading. You reading the same studies they reading. But you can't be an authority. Exactly. I got trust issues too. So I'm basically a human guinea pig, a human trial for the next 6.5 years of my life. During the first year, I gained 85 pounds in just inflammation from the drugs. You have sarcoidosis right now, I'm gonna help you out, Mary. Okay? So, gained 85 pounds from the drugs. I had pulmonary sarcoidosis, the same sarcoidosis that Bernie Mac died from. Okay? So, I'm on these drugs, can't do anything, can't travel, can't go see my family because they smoke, couldn't walk up a flight of stairs or I would have an asthma attack. And every time I would go in to see my doctor, he was prescribing something new. And then you knew that the pharmaceutical rep came in this day or this week because you'd see all the stuff around the office. You see all the Singulair notepads and pens and things. The next thing you know, he's writing me a prescription for Singulair. Okay? So I had great insurance. And the thing that really got me was when my doctor said, do you have acid reflux? Just out of the blue. Do you have acid reflux? Keep tapping the screen. We working. I'm working. Y'all working. Let's all work together. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. The last live I had, it was 300,000 likes. Okay. So He just out of the blue was like, do you happen to have acid reflux? Like this was Dr. Pookie's drug that he needed to move this week. That's what I call doctors, Dr. Pookie. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. Okay? Dr. Pookie. You ain't no different than Pookie on New Jack City. You got on the lab coat. You Pookie with a script. You Pookie. So Dr. Pookie like, you got acid reflux? And I'm like, well, yeah. As a matter of fact, he's like, okay, I'm gonna write you a prescription for Prevacid. Well, that's odd. How would he know that I had acid reflux? So now I'm on the Prevacid. So now I'm up to 6 different prescription drugs. I had more than that, but I didn't go get the rest of them filled. I would just come home. At this point, it was a game for me. I was just coming home and just putting them one on top of the other. So finally one day, I go into my doctor and I sit him down because he works for me. See, that's what we don't seem to remember. The doctor works for you. You don't work for the doctor. So I sat him down. And you know how they play that game where they're so busy. So you only got 15 minutes before the next person comes in. So you got to hurry up and try to remember everything that you need to say, everything you need to ask. You don't ask too many questions. Listen, I went to school for marketing and communications. I've been a salesperson my entire life. I train on these techniques. So the techniques that you guys see at the doctors, where they're rushing and they got a meeting or the next appointment is here, that's a technique. Okay? They're trained to do that. They're trying to get, Dr. Pookie trying to get in as many people today as possible. And they stack them, stack them, stack them, stack them, stack them, stack them, stack them because they don't want you asking no questions. So with this session, this meeting, I decided I was going to use my 15 minutes to fire him. So I asked him, I said, so I've been on these drugs for 6.5 years now. What we doing? What we doing? It's like you've been in a relationship with somebody for 6 years and you like, either we getting married or we breaking up. What is we doing? And he was like, well, I said, so when am I going to be cured? He says, oh, well, there is no cure. Okay. There's no cure. I said, then why am I on these drugs? Blink, 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 blink. Oh, well, the drugs are to give you a better quality of life. I said, well, when does that start? That better quality of life stuff. When does that start? Because I haven't had that. If you're not married, 6 months. So I'm like, so he's like, well, you know, you have to keep taking them because they're going to make you feel better. I said, I've been taking them for 6 years and I don't feel better. I feel worse. I feel worse. So I'm going to figure this out myself. That's what we're going to do. And I was done. I didn't go back. We broke up. We don't have nothing else to talk about. You don't need to show up over here. I'm not going to show up over there. Okay? If you're a doctor, then treat yourself. That's what I did. You don't have to be a doctor to treat yourself. They make you think you have to be a doctor to treat yourself. But what we found out from our deep diving, and some of you may be new here, Okay. And that's only because I get put off of TikTok all the time. I've only been over here a very short time, but I got suspended twice in 1 week. Okay. So some of you may be new to me, but I do lives just about every day on another platform. So I've been doing this for 5 years. You know, talking to y'all is not new to me. Okay. So I went about researching. I went about figuring out what I had, what the symptoms were, what do I need to do, what do I need to take, what, you know, all of that. And someone sent me, and it was just by coincidence that someone, because I was in network marketing for 35 years, okay? I've been a leader in all of these companies. And someone was trying to get me to join OrganoGold. And some of you may be familiar with OrganoGold. It was a coffee company. They sold Ganoderma coffee. And I drank the coffee. I was just drinking the coffee to see if I liked the coffee and it was something I wanted to sell. Okay? You're learning a lot from me. I'm happy. That makes me happy. Okay? The only reason I'm on here is to inspire and to give information and to show people that there's a little bit of difference, okay, out there, as opposed to what we have been taught and to what we've been pushed into and that kind of thing. So I drank this coffee, 3 cups of coffee a day for 30 days, but I just started feeling better. I wasn't having any of the breathing issues. I wasn't having any of the problems going up and down the stairs. I just started getting better. I wasn't using the albuterol every day like I was before. And I started losing weight. You know, it was just like, huh. And the only difference between that coffee and another coffee was Ganoderma, which I don't know if you guys all know this, okay, is a medicinal mushroom that's been around for 4,000 years, okay? In Eastern medicine, it's what's used for asthma, allergies, you know, inflammation, all these things. And then I added, once I joined the company, I added chaga, which is another medicinal mushroom. And in 30 days, guys, I was off those drugs. And I've been drug free now for over 10 years. I don't take any prescription drugs. I haven't had to take any prescription drugs. I still take Ganoderma and chaga every day. And as a matter of fact, I take, I'll tell y'all exactly what I take. I'm going to tell y'all, I take Mushroom Boost, another product that's in our company. This has 10 different medicinal mushrooms in it. Okay? This is what helped my lungs stay healthy and free of mucus and free of inflammation, and that's what sarcoidosis is. It's an inflammatory disease. So I just got better on my own through medicinal mushrooms. Okay, so that's why this is a very popular product in my company. So time has passed. I still have no sarcoidosis. I still have no asthma, you know, and I run across people every day that have sarcoidosis, and they're on so many different drugs and all that stuff. And I know I'm not a person that's going to tell anybody to get off of their prescription drugs. Okay. Yeah, Ganoderma. If you guys look up Ganoderma and chaga, you'll see all of the studies from the National Institutes of Health, from the cancer research facilities, the biggest ones here in the country. Other countries like Russia, for example. And chaga, most of the chaga comes from Siberia. Okay, so it's called Siberian chaga. And over in the woods over there where the chaga grows, because chaga grows on trees, that most mushrooms grow in the ground or they grow on trees. or at the roots of the tree. And because these forests were so oxygenated, they literally can perform surgeries in the woods. They're in the woods of chaga on all these trees. So chaga is just very effective at, this is something that we like to do when we're teaching. And because I was suspended, I've been on IG doing my lives, and we go and we deep dive into different ingredients, foods, and all that kind of stuff to figure out what's in all of these things, because most people don't know what it is. Chaga is believed to have potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, making it a potential alternative remedy for things like arthritis and high blood pressure. It may also help to lower blood sugar and even slow the progression of cancer cells. Chaga may also help ease inflammation. Okay, Ganoderma. You guys are going to start seeing these products. A lot of these products are now starting to incorporate Ganoderma and chaga in them. Just start, keep your eyes peeled. Just keep your eyes peeled, because you're going to see a lot of, but to turn it into a drug, they're going to take a perfectly healthy, good mushroom and mix some chemicals with it. That's how you make a drug. You take a perfectly good herb, synthesize it with a chemical. Now it's a drug. Now the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, gets to regulate that. Okay? I'm going to tell you to go right to the source. Ganoderma benefits. Ganoderma lucidum is known for 6 common benefits, which are boosting immunity, fighting cancer, fatigue and depression, promoting heart health, controlling blood sugar, and boosting antioxidants. Okay? The health effects of this are studied by a lot of different, like I said, NIH, which is the National Institutes of Health. So if you Google Ganoderma and diabetes, Ganoderma and high blood pressure, Ganoderma and cancer, and do the same for chaga, you'll see the studies will pop up. Okay? So what we have been talking about, and what a lot of you know, is that we've been talking about eating according to your type. Okay? I'm no longer going to say that word that seems to have everyone in a tizzy, but you know what I mean. Tap the screen. Okay? What I have been super, super excited about is that everyone is getting results. Everyone is getting results. Everybody is excited, shocked, a little bit shocked. Melissa, where are you now? That Mom 72, where are you now on your journey? It's been what, 15 days, 16 days since you've started eating for your type? What have been your results over the past couple of weeks? And it's just been shocking, because this information has been around for decades. And I posted a video today. You have 9 doctors currently. Grace, do you know your blood type? If you tell me you got 9 doctors and you don't know your blood type, that should make you wonder. You're sleeping better. You've lost 12 pounds. Oh my gosh. And y'all know we do not focus on the weight loss. That is not what this is. I'm drinking tea. I drink a pot of tea every day. So this is green tea and wild berry tea. So I drink tea according to my type. My type is AB. Okay? So there's a section on the foods list that is all herbal teas. So I only eat or drink the beneficial things. Because in my mind, you have no more inflammation. Okay? You stop eating chicken 4 days, no more swelling ankle. Just keep putting y'all stuff in the chat so that new people can see what's going on. You 16 pounds down. Listen, I sold weight loss products. I sold weight loss products for years. Most recently with TLC. I was with them for 7 years. So 3.5 years first time, 3.5 years the second time. Okay? No one has gotten the results that people have gotten eating according to their type. No one's lost 16 pounds in 2 weeks. Hi. I'm back. You quit prednisone? Fantastic. Let me open this. Can I spell that? What you need me to spell, Diana? What do you want me to spell? I mean, let me put on my rings because people like to have a little validation. So I'm gonna put on 2 of my rings, 2 of my 3. Oh, the mushroom, it's Mushroom Boost. My skin looks great. It's because I use Face Repair and Skin Tight. You got your test? Did you take your test already? Take it while we on here. Take it while we on here. You waiting for your list? Where did you get it on PayPal? If you get it on PayPal, you don't have to wait for me. I haven't checked my email. I've been working. We got 5 new products. We got 7 new products coming out next week. You went to the doctor today and you're down 14 pounds. But I've been on Phentermine. Hey, imagine what's going to happen, Miss Sexy Face, when you get off that Phentermine. You've been, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was on an inhaler every day. I was using albuterol every day. I couldn't even walk 5 feet. Can I show the Skin Tight again? Yeah. So this is instant tightening and firming, face, neck, and eye lift, and smooths appearance. Okay? Your blood type is Rh negative. Miss Angela, what's the letter before the negative? What's the letter before the negative? Rh negative is not a type. Rh negative is not a type. That's just a factor. It's a factor. Okay? Yeah, I got off albuterol. I have not used an inhaler albuterol in 10 years. What's your name, Custompreneurs? Click the link in my bio and you will see the store. Click the link on my page and you'll see the CE Organic store. We actually have a combo for the Skin Type, for the skin care. So you could get the face repair, the Skin Tight, and the collagen all in one combo. I think we have 2 skin ones. One has the Skin Tight and the face repair and the collagen, and the other one will have the face repair, the anti-aging, and the collagen. Okay. What's your Cash App name, lady? Ladybug. How do you know what to buy? We're going to talk about it. Okay? Let me close this up. All right, so we're going to talk about types first, okay? I'm just going to breeze through these things, and then we're going to talk about some of the products. Okay, so I put together some of the products that go by your type, so to make it a little easier for you. You can shop a la carte, or you can get a combo. So if you click on type diet, it'll take you to that. I'm missing a word because I'm not going to say the word. Okay, so You can go by your type, or you can shop a la carte. The Mushroom Boost, if you are type O, okay, I'll check into that as soon as I get off the live. You'll have it before you wake up in the morning. Okay? Because over here it is 7:47 and I know it's already late over there. Okay? I will get to those. I haven't had time to sit around on my email today. I was getting the the label designs done for the next 5 products that are coming out. And because most of the people that I'm talking to are generally dealing with inflammation, I will have a lot of products that deal with inflammation. Okay? Because that seems to be, hey there, that seems to be the commonality with most of the things people are suffering from. Autoimmune diseases are inflammatory diseases. Okay? If you have chronic inflammation and you don't do something about it, then it leads to autoimmune diseases. Tap the screen. Okay? Keep tapping. Just constantly tap for me. So a lot of the products that I have are going to be dealing with inflammation. We have a few products that deal with weight. But again, my priority with teaching this is not weight. Okay? Simply because America is fascinated with weight. And they've made us all believe that as long as you are thin, you are healthy. And that's not true. So doctors will gaslight us when we go in and they'll say, you know, yes, COVID can increase inflammation. I had COVID twice. Healed myself twice. Okay? We all know about our weight. But when you go to a doctor and they make you believe that, oh, you just need to lose 20, 30 pounds and you'll be fine. You may be going in for your lungs. When I was going in for my lungs, they were fascinated with everything else. Oh, you have a family history of diabetes? Oh, you're pre-diabetic. Oh, you have this? Oh, then you're that. Excuse me. I came here for my lungs. You tested my brain. You testing my blood. You preoccupied with diabetes. You doing everything but what I came in here for. Okay? So they make us believe that as long as we stay on a perpetual diet, that eventually we'll be healed. That's the impression that they give us. But are we ever at our optimum weight? Never. Okay? And who was the person that made that up? Who was the person that got to decide what everybody's optimum weight should be? Who was that person that said everyone that's 5'7" needs to be 130 pounds? Because I'm 5'7". I'm not going to be no 130 pounds. I look like a stick figure. I look like a stick figure at 170. My own brother was like, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to. Because at that time, I was managing health clubs for 3 years. And I was working out like a maniac. And, you know, he was like, you look like a coat hanger with a head. What? So this was before I got sick. So I have no desire to be skinny. I have no desire to be thin. I like myself at a 14, 12, 14. I'm comfortable at that weight. I look my best at that weight. I feel comfortable at that weight. I love me at that weight. I don't have no problem with that. If somebody else got a problem with that, they ain't got to worry about it, because I maintain this body. Okay? So once we get past the preoccupation with weight, then we can really focus on feeling good. Okay? That's all you need to worry your pretty little face about. Okay? You don't need to be worried about what size clothes you're wearing. You don't need to worry about you need to lose 3-4 pounds and all this, that, and the other. Because that in and of itself stresses you out. Did y'all know that there was a link between inflammation and depression and anxiety? I stopped weighing myself. And that just took an entire load off my mind. I got tired of worrying about it. I got tired of having anxiety about it. I get up this morning, get on the scale, and it just ruined your whole day. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Once I got to the point where I was like, why am I stressing myself out about this? Then I said, all I want to do is be healthy. I want to live a pain-free life. Because my inflammation had gotten to the point where it was painful, where I could barely walk in my place. Okay? My ankle and it used to be my whole leg from the knee down would just be throbbing like stabby pains, and it was just all inflammation. And I couldn't figure out what is the problem. What is the problem? So again, I had to go to work saving myself. Now, the book, Eating Right for Your Type, has been around for decades, and I read it decades ago. Okay? But I never put it into practice. And what really made me go hard with it was I just got tired of the rat race. I got tired of the hamster wheel. I got tired of depending on detox teas to poop. I got tired of taking weight loss stuff. I got tired of obsessing about the scale, realizing that I had more to concentrate on than my weight. I'm going through menopause. My skin was looking dull and terrible. My energy was whack. Okay? My menopause was horrific. To the point that I literally said to God one day, if this is how the rest of my life is going to be, just take me now, because I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. If this is what the rest of my life is going to be, I'm ready. I've done some great things. I've traveled the world. I've seen things. I've eaten things. I'm ready. Okay? So I had more important things to worry about than a scale. So I had to get to the bottom of what is triggering this inflammation in my body. What is happening? Okay? So I call myself eating healthy. Y'all know the eating healthy stuff, how they market these things to us, how they market all these plant-based foods. And I got 3 freezers in my house, and it's full. It's better for you, Capricorn, if you do PayPal, because you'll get it right now. Okay? If y'all go to my page and click on the link, the whole link tree opens up. And just click on your type, follow the rabbit hole, and you'll get it immediately. Your nails are causing all the issues. What? I'm not even done with my nails yet. I haven't even buffed them down or painted them. I literally just finished dipping these. This time I used the dip. I have behind my bedroom door, don't you know, one of those hanging things that have the little sections? It's all nail stuff. I don't pay nobody to do nothing for me. I do my own hair. I do all of this shit myself. Okay? So I literally, before I came on here, just finished these nails. All I did was take the blue nail polish off. As you can see, the nail is still blue. I didn't have time to use my drill to buff them down. I'll do that tomorrow, because I'm not going live tomorrow. Thank you. Well, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So in honor of breast cancer awareness, I'm going pink. My friend has a very large breast cancer foundation. So, how you get to my page is at the top of your screen. You'll see my name. If you click on that, then my little thing will pop up at the bottom. Wait until I finish. Next time y'all see me, they'll be done. Okay. So, I had to get to the bottom of what my issue was. And I'm eating cauliflower pizza. I make the bomb. Listen, I can cook. Okay? I don't know if y'all have seen my videos or what, but I throw down. I'm very creative in the kitchen. Okay? So I'm eating all these things that are considered healthy, the plant-based foods and the plant-based meatballs and the plant-based burgers and the plant-based this, plant-based that, right? Because that's what's literally, hi fat boy, that's what's literally, how you doing? You good? Okay. Did you eat? What'd you eat? You ate some lamb? So, I'm not getting into all that talk, ma'am. Okay. So, I'm doing all this stuff because, as you can see, we're being guided towards eating plant-based foods. And I fell into all of that. And even when I tried to be vegan a few years ago, I gained 10 pounds being vegan. So I had to come to the realization that this machine is my machine. I cannot do what everybody else is doing. My body is unique. I have to feed it whatever it needs to stay healthy. So I remembered eating for your type. And I was like, okay, since I need to find a lifestyle that is sustainable, I'm no longer in the mood to be doing this fad, this new thing, that new thing. I'm over it. I'm 53. I don't want to do it. Okay? We're going to tell you why. You can't have the chicken. You okay? Fats is over here choking. So, I'm going to tell you the week that it hit home for me. I had cauliflower pizza that week with tomato paste. You know how you make a pizza, right? I used tomato paste. I had a Mediterranean salad with a bunch of tomatoes on it. Then I had some French fries. For some reason, menopause, I guess, I was craving fries. So I had fries 2 days in a row. French fries. Tap screen. Keep on tapping. Okay? With ketchup. Have y'all figured out what the common theme is here? My head was this big. You made that dip today? Was it delicious? Did you get your lamb? Tomatoes. My head was this big. I had all this neck. Because when I gain weight or inflammation, my neck completely disappears. I just become a head and shoulders. So my neck was gone. Now, I'm not a starch lover at all. But when you have your period, you crave things. Okay? I'm not a starch lover at all. But I loved pickles. I grew up eating a pickle a day, probably. There's still jars of pickles in my house. But I loved tomatoes and tomato-based things. And I just could not understand, why am I in this level of excruciating pain? To the point where I was taking Tylenol before I went to bed every night. I was taking Advil during the day for pain. Lamb roast is the bomb. Ah! That's your first time making lamb, right? So it's not about self-restraint. Okay, you have to do what's right for you. That's what people don't seem to understand. We cannot keep making these blanket statements when it comes to food and other people's bodies. That's what it all boils down to. We have all been trained to be in everybody else's business. So we make these blanket statements like, oh, it's portion control. Oh, it's this. Oh, you should stop eating meat. Oh, you should be a vegan. Oh, you should be da 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 da. No, you should all mind your own business. That's what it literally boils down to. My body is as individualized as my fingerprints. If all of our bodies were the same, why do we have different fingerprints? There's nobody's body like mine on earth. And there's nobody's body like yours on earth. Nobody's. Not nobody. Even if you had a twin, it still would not be identical. You would have to be cloned. Okay? And the problem is we have bunches of people that want to label themselves this or label themselves that or label themselves this or that. Oh, I'm vegan. Oh, I'm vegetarian. Oh, I'm keto. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm paleo. Oh, I'm Mediterranean. Everybody can't do the same things. Okay? So we have to resist the urge to tell other people what they should be eating. Even I don't tell people what they should be eating. Okay? All I do is read the list. It is up to you. Okay? It is up to you. Because portion control is still not going to do away with your inflammation. If that were true, why is it that people that have had the weight loss surgery and now their stomachs are the size of a boiled egg, why is it that they can gain the weight back? I'll wait. Yeah, it's neutral for you, type O. Just about every person I know that's had the weight loss surgery has gained the weight back. So, if you can explain why it is that you've made your stomach this big, and this is how much food you can actually eat, that's portion control, right? Why are these people gaining the weight back? I had both of my sisters had the weight loss surgery. One died from the weight loss surgery. One died from the weight loss surgery. Okay? So it's not about portion control. It literally is about you eating just for you. Okay? And that's where eating for your type comes in. You know, we have a bunch of trainers and coaches and all these people that love to get on these platforms and talk about what you should be doing is eating a chicken breast and brown rice and vegetables. You need to control your portions. You're eating low vibration food and blah, 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 blah. You can't have this much food on your plate. I'm tired of people focusing on weight. Portion control is not about health. It's about weight. And all y'all are obsessed with is weight. Okay? So, I posted a video today that's a few years old, and it's a gentleman and his wife, and I just happened to be on YouTube. I was uploading my Instagram lives to my YouTube, and I'm going to start using YouTube as well to go live on YouTube, because everybody's like, do you have YouTube? You should go on YouTube. So I tested that out yesterday, and I'm going to start doing YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years. I just never go live over there. I have a slew of videos. I have hundreds of videos that I've made throughout the years. Okay? And I'm going to start doing lives over there too. So I'll let y'all know when that starts. Sometime next week, I'm going to start going over there. But I ran into a video. This is how the universe will attract things to you. Okay? I ran into this video of this gentleman and his wife, and they were talking about how he had ulcerative colitis, and you know, his doctor's telling him he's going to be on these drugs for the rest of his life and all this, that, and the other. And they discovered Dr. D'Adamo, and they went to see him, and this is before he even wrote the book. So they went to see him in his office. He had a little spiral notebook that he gave the gentleman, told him, in a year you'll feel fine. And he just started feeling fine. So him and his family, he's an O and his wife is an A. And I tell you guys all the time, wasn't it informative? It's great. And the thing about it is they're saying exactly the same things that I was saying. And I love that. So you know how black folks love some validation. Oh, that's just confirmation, right? So thank you. So it was just confirmation that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that is just giving people information that want an alternative to traditional medicine, because there's not one person that I know, and my aunt was on my live yesterday who was a nurse. Most of my family were nurses. My mom was a nurse, my aunt was a nurse, all my aunties were nurses. My son went to school for pharmacy. My sister's been a pharm tech for 20 years. Now she works for the VA, you know, so we know drugs. Okay? There's not one person that I know that's healthier today that's been on drugs. Okay? What's the doctor's name? Dr. Peter D'Adamo. Is that how you pronounce it? But just type in Eat Right for Your Type on Amazon. It'll come up. Okay? So we're going to talk about what these groups have in common. And it literally is about science and really is about chemistry. I mean, our whole body is electricity. It's all chemistry. Everything that we put in our mouth is made up of molecules, and it's all chemistry, right? So if we're thinking along those lines, then it makes perfect sense. And from the people that have started doing it, the results that they're getting, it's incredible, because they haven't had to struggle. They haven't had to go purchase anything. They haven't had to measure their food. They haven't had to weigh their food. They haven't had to do any of that. Okay? Because the only thing that we really focus on is just eliminating the harmful things. Once you eliminate the harmful things and you just focus on the beneficial things, everything is going to change for you. Because the amount of inflammation that you're dealing with right now is because your body has been triggered by something you breathed in or something that you consumed that your body doesn't like. And this is how your body generally works. When I'm talking, I'm not talking like a doctor. I'm talking in plain speak. Doesn't mean I can't talk like a doctor, because I've done just as much studies as they have. Okay? But the way I communicate is in a way that a lot of people will understand what I'm saying and the analogies that I use. Okay? So what happens is our body has its very own bodyguard. So think like Kevin Costner is in the back of your throat. Not physically, but he's there. Okay? His job is to guard the things that your tongue wants. Okay? Most of us live our entire lives by our tongues. We eat according to what we feel like eating today, because our tongue has said, I feel like something salty. I feel like something sweet. I feel like something savory. When you ask, well, what do I have for dinner today? I feel like something spicy. Isn't that how we pick out our foods? What's wrong with you, Fats? Come here. Come here, Juju. Come here, Juju. Fats is whining. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. You wanted to say hi to everybody. Okay. There's Fats. There's Fats Doodle. Okay, Booter. I know, bud. I know, bud. Okay, now everybody sees you. Now, can you do mommy a favor and let her work? And I will play with you in a little bit. Okay? All right, bud. Okay. Okay, stop crying. Stop whining. All right. Okay, come on. I gotta go. Okay. He's a ham. He likes to be on camera. He likes to be on camera. Even when we're taking pictures, Fats will pose like. Okay? So, the way that your body works, we dictate what we eat because our mouth wants it. But our body can't process what our tongue wants. Okay? So your body sends signals. It gives you heartburn. It gives you indigestion. It gives you upset stomach. It gives you diarrhea, constipation, inflammation, and disease. Okay? So your body is literally communicating with you. He's 90 pounds, girl. He a mess. It's literally communicating with you all day. Now, when you get put on medication, literally the medication's job is to stop your body from communicating with you. If you go, like my doctor, oh, are you having acid reflux? Well, as a matter of fact, I am. Let me give you a prescription for that. So he gives me Prevacid. So now what happens? I take the Prevacid, I no longer get the acid reflux, which is my body's way of telling me I cannot process what you're feeding me. Okay? I cannot process what you're feeding me. So when you're out here having heartburn and all these different things, and you're taking Tums and you're taking Rolaids and Pepto-Bismol, that is your body literally saying, I cannot process what you just ate. Please don't eat it again. But most of us don't pay attention, okay? We're aggravated by the side effects of the food. We don't even think of it as a side effect of the food. Okay, there are people like my sister. My sister loved seafood, loved crabs, right? But she also knew that she was allergic to crabs because she would have to take Benadryl every time she ate crabs. So when she's eating the crabs, she's becoming inflamed and itchy, and she takes the Benadryl for it. What does the Benadryl do? Mask the symptoms. It literally goes in and stops the itch. It doesn't cure it. It just stops the symptom. Okay? So now her body is still inflamed. It's still underlying. It hasn't gone away. She's gained about 5-10 pounds of inflammation. That's why I say weight is not easy to gain. Inflammation is easy to gain. You can gain 5 pounds of inflammation a night. We're going to get you fixed up, my Queen 2001. And this is easier than y'all. That's probably part of the problem. Most people are used to, and I'm one of those people. Most people, we're used to doing things the hard way. And when something so simple comes along, we don't believe it. when something so common sense comes along, we don't believe it. We don't trust it. Right? We don't trust it. Nah, that's too easy. That's too easy. Because we have literally been brainwashed. Can I talk about the benefits of the chill pills? Yes. Who here in the comments is on chill? Because this week we've gotten like 3 new reviews on the chill pill. Who here in the comments is on the chill pill? Chill is for anxiety attacks, depression, panic attacks, just overall anxiety, stress, okay? It makes your life bearable. Let me get the bottle. Let me just get the bottle. I'm gonna tell you what, this is one product I will never be without this. Okay? It literally says anxiety. It's an anxiety formula, promotes relaxation, lessens anxiety, and promotes positive mood and mental clarity. Okay? If you're on Lyrica, I'm not gonna speak against whatever y'all are on. Okay? This is life altering. Me and my son both used to be in here drinking every day to cope with stress. That's where grown folks are talking. You need to go lay down. Go home. Go home. They don't want to see you no more. He literally is like, can I get on camera? We were in here drinking every day just to cope. No, buddy. Just to cope. Once we started using this chill pill, all types can take this, okay? Once we started using this, neither one of us drink anymore. It's been, what, 3-4 months? We just immediately stopped drinking. We didn't even have to try. Ultra Cleanse is a stronger cleanse than the regular cleanse. People like me have sold detox tea and were on detox tea for so long that I've messed my system up. Because when you are on the detox tea, it makes it so that you depend on drinking this tea to poop. So your body has gotten out of rhythm. So the cleanse is for people that have never really been on a detox tea. You know, they just want to be regular, go after every meal. The Ultra Cleanse can be used as a 15-day super cleanse that you take 2 capsules in the morning and 2 in the evening, and you do it for 15 days. I use it just 2 per day. So I need extra cleansing. I take the chill. Let me tell y'all what I take in the morning, because I have my pills broken up into morning and evening. In the morning, I take Sharp, sea moss. This sea moss has burdock and bladderwrack in it. So if you are a person that's dealing with hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, or you have a slow or fast thyroid and you need iodine, this is what this is for. I take the chill pill. Okay, this is morning. And then I take my mushrooms. This is morning. These 4. And then in the evening, I take my collagen. This is 5 collagens in 1 capsule. Okay, the milligrams are off the chart. And then I take, and I take Shed It. Okay, so this is an energy fat burning pill. Some people, when they take the chill, it makes them sleep better. They take it in the evening before bed. I don't take my chill like that. I need my chill during the day because I run a whole business. I'm all over the place. I'm doing a lot of stuff, dealing with customers and all that. So I need my chill during the day. So the way that it doesn't make me drowsy is I take the chill and the Shed together. So it balances out. Okay? I only take 1 Shed It. I took 2 Shed Its one time and it was not good. If you're going to take 2 Shed-Its, you're probably an O, and you do high intensity workouts, trap aerobics, spinning, that kind of thing. For me and AB, I'm not supposed to do all that high intensity stuff. But when I took the 2, I wanted to run a marathon. As an AB, that's not the exercise I'm supposed to do. Exactly, you sleep much better. So I need to chill all day and be pleasant and be upbeat and all that. So I take these 2 together, and then I take the sea moss, my mushroom boost. No, I take my mushroom boost at night, and I take my quercetin in the morning. Quercetin is, have y'all heard of quercetin? Quercetin is what most doctors tell people that don't want to get the vaccine. That's what they tell them to use when they get a cold or they get COVID. And even in the book, in the For Your Eat Right For Your Type book, under the ABs, it says that's something that definitely benefits AB specifically. So the quercetin that we have here is of higher volume, spell it, Quercetin. It's on the site, just look for the Q's, okay? But it's also with bromelain. Okay, I don't know if you guys are familiar with bromelain. Bromelain is from the pineapple root, breaks up mucus in the body, breaks down proteins in the body, okay? And then zinc. So also, if you have pets, quercetin is known as dog Benadryl, because Jordan's dog Linka gets allergies. Dogs get the same diseases that humans get. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Linka will get skin issues, so he has to have Benadryl. He will break out. Even Fats broke out with acne around his chin. And I had to use regular acne stuff, and it went away. Okay, so it's not the same as CoQ10. CoQ10 is CoQ10. CoQ10 is for heart health. Okay? But quercetin is for clearing out your lungs when you have a bad cold, inflammation, mucus, all of that. And it's the bomb. And I take it every day. And I'm going to tell you what, I will be taking it all winter. I'll be taking it every day. Okay? So that's what I take during the day. And then at night, I take my collagen, I take my mushrooms, I take my Doze. Doze is literally chill, but with melatonin. Okay? So these 2 have the same formulation, but this one has melatonin in it as well. So I take this at night. I take my Ultra Cleanse at night. And that's it. That's that on that. And then I use my face repair and skin type before I go to bed. Yes, kids can take quercetin. Also, we have a powder, which is our Guardian, okay, which is 1,000 milligrams of elderberry. If you guys know Dr. Sebi, I'm sure most of y'all do. He was big on elderberry. Elderberry is another one. If you have mucus, if you're trying to break up a cough, you're trying to rid your body of inflammation, all those things, elderberry is the bomb, okay? My Dr. Sebi Bible is right here on my desk. This is something that kids will love because it is elderberry flavored, which is kind of like grape, I guess. But I mix this in with my fruit blend. So it's 1,000 milligrams of elderberry and 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Okay. So you could give this to your kids once or twice a week just to build their immunity up and that kind of thing. But when you have a cold, when you feel a cold coming on, you want to blast your system with this really quickly. Can type O take burdock root? I can't remember. but it would be in the tea section. And the way that I view that is, and even when I say that type O's can't take mushroom boost, it's only because it says that that mushrooms are harmful to you. I don't know how much burdock will be harmful to any individual person. Okay? So you have to decide. All I can say is this. When I had COVID the last time, thank you for your order. When I had COVID the last time, which was last December, because I went to visit my sister in Ohio, and you know, Ohio don't be wearing no mask. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in the virus. They don't believe in none of that. So everywhere we went, nobody had on a mask. So I ended up getting sick and having to come home early because of that. And got home. I was taking burdock, bladderwrack, beetroot, spirulina, and 10 different mushrooms powder. And I would blend that up and drink that in some juice and blasted my system out. It didn't take me 2 weeks. It says it's harmful in the book, then don't take it. Whatever is said that's harmful to me, I don't take it, because it's not worth it. Okay? So where we are with this thing is we're literally retraining ourselves with some, buddy, what is it, son? We're literally retraining ourselves on how to think about food and health. Thank you, Cynthia. We're retraining ourselves on food and health and how food can heal you. Because think about it. Come on, buddy. Come on. He over there. This is why, because he's 90 pounds and he thinks he's a chihuahua. He's 90 pounds and he wants to sit on my lap and lick my face. And I don't want him licking my face because he licks his balls. I don't want you licking my face. Stop it, bud. Listen, sir, I don't want to be on here all night. I don't want to be on here all night, Fats. Okay? So let's bring up the list. Let's bring it up. Okay. Jesus. Now he's going to go under the desk and just sit there. My goodness. He is a Border Collie Pit Bull mix. Okay, here we go. So what we're doing is retraining ourselves to let food heal us. Listen, here's a revelation for you. If it was food that got you here, it was food that got you here, and it's going to be food that gets you out of here. That's what y'all don't believe. Y'all believe that just like the medicines that the doctor gives you to mask symptoms, that's what most of us, if we say, oh, I just want to do a natural thing, and do you have anything? Nothing is going to be as effective as you eliminating the harmful things that are triggering the pain in your knee. It doesn't matter what I sell or what you buy from me, okay? Because it's not going to rid your body of the inflammation if you continue to eat the things that are triggering the inflammation. That's why everybody needs to get their foods list. That's it. I know this is a so-so question. How do you know you're... No, it's not. Listen, it's not embarrassing Please don't feel any shame in not knowing your type. It is literally by design that you don't know it. It's on purpose. Same thing that make you cry. Exactly. That's exactly right. Food is the problem and food is the solution. That's it. All we're doing is swapping some things out. That's all we're doing. I don't want y'all to think about what you can't. Oh, we can't eat nothing. That's not true. Because what I have found, this is the funny part. Once you start feeding your body exactly what it needs, you don't crave anything. If you paid on Cash App, you're not going to get your list until I am done on the live. I cannot do more than 3 or 4 things at a time. If you do it on PayPal, you'll get it immediately. Okay? That's what I'm telling y'all, man. All we doing is swapping some things out. When you literally feed, that's like your car needs Supreme gas. My truck takes Supreme. If I put unleaded in there, it's going to act a fool. It's going to act a fool. It's not going to run right. It's going to mess the whole system up. How is that any different from you eating the wrong foods? It's messing your whole system up. And listen, when I say we, I'm talking about poor people. Because your type has no color. It has no ethnicity. It has no nationality. But poor people, okay? And a lot of rich people, new ones, new rich, okay? We're the ones eating the processed foods. Rich people are not eating the same foods we're eating. Tap screen. We're only at 70,000 likes. Is that 70 or is that 20? Come on, y'all. Give me some likes. Rich people are not eating chicken. Rich people are not eating chicken. They do not want us eating what they eating. Because eventually they're going to run out of the food they like to eat when we start eating it. They want us eating plant-based foods. Why y'all think they making plant-based foods? And we looked far and wide to find one plant. We could not find no plants. All we found when we turned over the package of Impossible Burgers, all we found were 4 different types of oils. How many of y'all have had a gallstone or even had your gallbladder removed? They got us out here making perfectly good vegetables into chicken and perfectly good vegetables into fish. Because you'll take a perfectly good vegetable and pervert it and then fry it. And that's vegan. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? So you've taken a perfectly good vegetable that was actually beneficial to you, but now you've soaked it into oils that your body can't process. Now you have gallstones. Because your gallbladder is what is used to process saturated fats. Okay? No gallbladder. And they said that gallbladder surgery has increased by 92% in the past 20 years. Can you please look into my order I did on PayPal a few days ago? Send me an email. Go to my page, send me an email, send a screenshot, with your transaction and the list that you need, and I will send it to you when this is over. Okay? If you did it on PayPal and you didn't receive your stuff, you should message me immediately. Okay? How you send gifts? And yes, I had gallstones. I don't know how you send gifts. I really don't. I really don't know how. But that's what, and then the doctors will say, oh, you can live without your gallbladder. You can live without your arms and your legs too, but do you want to? Because after you get your gallbladder taken out, they'll tell you not to eat any oils. Why didn't they tell you not to eat any oils before you took your gallbladder out? See, what y'all don't understand is it's not a doctor's job to prevent you from getting sick. That's what we found out when we just looked up what the definition of a doctor was. If you guys, to find my page, you just click my name at the top of the screen, and then a little thing below will pop up, and that's my page. So go and follow me, and then if you click it again, it'll open up to my page, and you'll see the link there, and all the information that you need is there. Okay? It is not the doctor's job to prevent you from getting an illness. It's only his job to diagnose and prescribe. That's it. We looked up the definition of a doctor, and healing and prevention were nowhere in that definition. Okay? Their job is not to heal you, and their job is not to prevent you from being sick. My name is Mama Trey. Okay? So we're looking to people to save us, and it's not their job to save us. And I think a lot of us get upset with our doctors because we don't know what they're supposed to be doing for us. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and that is diagnosing whatever your illness is and then giving you something to manage your illness. And by managing, it means you being on a pill for the rest of your life. That's what a doctor's job is. Okay? So it is up to us. If we want healing, we have to heal ourselves. That's it. Share the live if you love it. I know you love, there's some people that need to see it. Because we are literally on a mission. What to take if you have osteoporosis. Every single disease that you guys can list in the chat, food will help you. When I say that every single thing that you have can be reversed, I mean that. I'm not making no claims. I'm not doing anything, but the research is there. Okay? If you have osteoporosis, it is because your body is losing bone and all these other things. Now, there are supplements that you can take. And we have to remember, supplements are to add to your diet. Okay? They are to add to your diet. So, for my part, it is to help you to understand that some of the things that you're eating right now is what's causing you the symptoms of your disease. And if you eliminate those things, you will eliminate the disease. Okay? So let's talk about it. All right, so fastest fingers wins. Which type should we start with? Fastest fingers. Fastest fingers. Which type? Oh. O wins. That was the first one. Thank you for your order. O wins. All right, Melissa, we start with the O's. Now, it's kind of good that we started with the O's simply because O's make up the majority of Americans. Okay? The majority of Americans are type O. And y'all are really the ones out here trying to be vegan. And I will preface the reading of this list by saying, please do not come for me. Please do not come for me. because the first time, the first live that we had over here, I was reading what people couldn't have over in the vegetable section, and people lost their minds. People lost their minds. They lost it. People were literally coming for me. They were announcing what degrees they have and this, that, and the other. I'm like, why y'all coming for me? I wasn't the scientist behind this. This book has been out for 26 years. You're more than welcome to go and message Dr. D'Adamo. I don't know why y'all coming for me. I'm just the messenger. Okay? I'm the person that's just out here spreading this news because it's helping people, and there have been people, a segment of this population, that have been living like this, and we just now finding out about it. There's a segment of the population that is healthier than they've ever been in their lives because they're eating this way, and we just finding out about it. Okay? So we're going to start with the O's. Here we go. Now remember, when I'm reading this, you said your feelings were hurt. You felt that way. My feelings were hurt. Do you know how much I love tomatoes? Do y'all know how much I had a very strong love affair with pickles? Think about it this way, guys. Think about it this way. There is no other relationship that you have in your life that is as strong, committed, and consistent than the relationship you have with food. No, it's Amazon. I should, for all the referrals I done sent over there. Think about it. If you start thinking about food the way you think about relationships, there is not one relationship that you have in your life that is as consistent as the one you have with your food, okay? And people will always say that this disease... Jordan, give me snacks for them, because this guy. Think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. You pass down recipes from generation to generation. And when people say, oh, diabetes runs through my family, everybody in my family has diabetes. Why do you think that is? Your doctor will literally mislead you into believing that diabetes is hereditary. And if diabetes was hereditary, why didn't you have it at birth? If diabetes was hereditary, why weren't you born with it? Here, buddy. Here, Link. Here, Link. Link. There you go. Why weren't you born with it if it's hereditary? I love potatoes too. I really was not a big potato fan, but them tomatoes it really hurt my feelings. The betrayal. The way that I think about it is like a friend that betrays you. Here I am believing in this tomato. Little did I know that this tomato is a fake friend because it's a nightshade vegetable. What does that mean? There's a category of vegetables, and you guys may not know this. There's a category of vegetables that are called nightshade. Tomatoes, okra, potatoes, okay? Bell peppers, sorrel, goji berries, tobacco. Little did I know that this fake friend was emitting a chemical, a lectin, if you will, that triggers the inflammation in my body. not only did I puff up in defense, because when you eat something that your body can't process, now you're causing your immune system to fight. The way that it fights is by swelling your organs. Everything in your body swells. That's what inflammation is. Mucus is a defense. Mucus and inflammation are defense mechanisms in your body. They were not meant to be bad. The problem is we continue to eat these foods and it creates a constant fighting situation. Now your body has to stay in defense mode 24 hours a day, and that's not how our bodies were designed. Okay? Our bodies were designed to fight off disease, fight off harmful toxins, fight off free radicals, and go back to normal. But because we're continuing to eat processed foods were not around when our bodies were evolving. This is why people are sicker than they've ever been in history. This is why people are larger than they've ever been in history, because our bodies were not meant to process these foods. Period. None of them. Okay? So, our bodies have to always stay on defense. And that means we're going to stay in a constantly swollen state. What happens? Now, it's triggering autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases come from chronic inflammation. So you got more people than ever with lupus. You got more people than ever and younger with rheumatoid arthritis. You have more people than ever with gallbladder problems, younger. Okay? All of this is happening. You're on your second week. How you doing, Tara? How you doing? Okay? So we're talking about the O's. We're starting with the O's. Let's go. Share the live. There's somebody up watching some silliness or watching Dahmer. Get them on in here. Because those very same people are dealing with some type of pain. You were having chest pains. You couldn't figure out why. The doctor said you had acid reflux. So it was the food. You feel great? Yeah, that's all I care about. As long as y'all feel good, that's my job is done. My job is done. As long as y'all feel good. That's all I care about. I don't care if you 375 pounds, as long as you feel good. Okra is a nightshade vegetable, and I was eating okra almost every day. I lived in Nigeria for 2 years, so I was eating tomato-based everything. I was eating okra. I was eating all the harmful stuff, all the spices. For my blood type, I cannot eat no pepper. Nothing spicy. I gained 25 pounds in my first couple of months living in Nigeria, and it was just straight inflammation. Top flight security. Dahmer like pork. Top flight security. I'm gonna put their little hoodies on that say top flight on the back. Okay, we ready? Meat and poultry, beneficial. Beef, buffalo, heart, lamb, liver, mutton, veal, venison. I know. Red meat has been so villainized. Red meat is the culprit for everything. You got heart disease, it's the red meat. You got cancer, it's the red meat. Why y'all think that there's such a campaign against red meat? Remember, I'm in marketing. There is such a negative campaign against red meat because they don't want us consuming all of the red meat. they want to consume the red meats. So they got us eating fake meat while they eat the real thing. You always see rich people eating beef and lamb. You always see them eating a big old tomahawk steak. Who y'all think these tomahawk steaks are for? We are not going to pay no $50 for one steak. Who y'all think the tomahawk steaks are for? They got us eating oil-based fake meat. For what? Okay? You said white folks love red meat. And you know why more black people have anemia than white folks? Do you know why? That's why. Because black folks are not eating enough beef. Because it's been villainized and somebody done told us we're not supposed to be eating red meat. But just about every black folk I know, including myself, had anemia. Out here trying to be vegan and out here taking iron supplements that constipate you and all these other things. When all you have to do is eat a steak once in a while. Okay? Beneficial, one more time for the O's. We are on the O's. Beef. That includes steak, ground beef, whatever beef. Beef liver, lamb, buffalo, heart, mutton, which is a grown lamb, veal, and venison. Beneficial. I'm kicking the damn thing. It's beneficial. Melissa lost, how many pounds you done lost? 15, 16 pounds? Eating steak tips and broccoli. Okay? Harmful. Here's the harmful food. Bacon, goose, ham, pork. Studies show, okay? You can go research all this stuff yourself. You can go Google all this stuff. Pork is a red meat. Nuh-uh. Pork is the other white meat. No, it's not. It's red. If you go out there, it literally tells you that there was a marketing campaign to get people to eat pork. And the sales for pork went up 87% with that campaign. Y'all remember what that campaign was, right? Pork, the other white meat. Pork is red meat. Just go Google it. Okay? It's not the beef that's the problem. Okay? Everybody say, oh, beef is acidic. Right. Your body, if you are type O, is designed to process beef because O's have more stomach acid than any other type. Y'all have more stomach acid than any other type because your body was designed to digest red meat. I cannot have beef because I have very low stomach acid. Okay? This is why the majority of your harmful foods are all acidic. So if you just stuck with beef and the beneficial vegetables, everything in your life would change. Everything in your life would change. Immediately. It don't take 2-3 weeks of this. It will happen immediately. You will see changes in the first 48 hours. Who here is doing this and saw changes in the first 48 hours? Just tap the screen. Tap the screen. Y'all ain't doing nothing but looking at my face. Tap, 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 tap. We only at 85,000. I've been on here for 2 hours. You notice it in the first 48 hours, okay? Stay away from the bacon. Stay away from the pork. Please limit your consumption of chicken. We'll get to why you should limit your consumption of chicken. Chicken is not listed as beneficial to any type. Not one. It's not beneficial to no type. I'm AB. We're going to get to that. Okay? You got to order your... You just got your order? Bottoms up. Okay? Beneficial seafood. Y'all can pretty much have most of the seafoods. The good ones. Okay? I don't even have to go through that list. Y'all can pretty much have all the good ones. Get your list by clicking my page and clicking the list. What's harmful to you guys is barracuda, catfish, caviar, conch, herring, lox, and octopus. Other than that, just about all the seafood is either beneficial for y'all or neutral, which means you can have it once in a while. Okay? Eggs and dairy. Here's where some of y'all gonna lose your shit. Here's where some of y'all gonna start to lose your shit. Okay? But also, let me stop kicking this thing. But also, rather than losing your shit, you're gonna start to pinpoint what has been causing you the problems. So when we get to the parts, yeah, we're on the O's right now. So when I get to the parts that you're like, oh my God, I can't have such and such, I just want you to know that that's your fake friends. Blink, blink, blink. All the things that I say is harmful to you is your fake friend. But I love such and such. Such and such been talking about your back, talking behind your back, done slept with your man, done all kinds of stuff. That's a fake friend. I'm just saying. Okay? Beneficial dairy. None. But I love him. I'm going to stick beside him. Everybody done had one of them friends. Everybody done had, every woman done had one of them friends. Yeah, it's like going to AA. I'm your sponsor. It's like going to AA. Okay? That's my man. There's no dairy that's beneficial to y'all. I'm going to stick beside him. There's not one dairy thing. Not eggs, not cheese, not none of them. That's your friend. That's the friend that's been talking about you behind your back. They done stole your man. They done stole your clothes. They done messed you up on your job. They done moved in your house. They ain't paid your money back that you loaned them. That's your fake friend. The dairy is your fake friend. That's been causing you harm. That's been making your knees hurt. That's been making you have indigestion. Dairy. Got one right. This is it. Okay? What's harmful to you? The list for harmful for O's is so long for dairy. Okay? American cheese, which we have researched the hell out of American cheese. American cheese is not even classified as cheese. Literally on the Kraft package, it says pasteurized cheese products. It's not classified as cheese. It does not digest in our bodies. So there's no type that can handle American cheese. Number one. Number two, blue cheese. Blue cheese is mold, specifically penicillin. Not the kind you get shot up with when you got the strep throat, but it's the same, it's penicillin. We dumping it on our salads and we're dunking our Wingstop wings in it. Okay? American cheese, blue cheese, brie. Brie is not even legal in America. Buttermilk, Camembert, Casein, cheddar, Colby, cottage cheese, cream cheese, Edam, and menthol, goat milk, Gouda, ice cream, Jarlsberg, Kefir, Monterey Jack, Munster, Parmesan, provolone, ricotta, skim and 2% milk, string cheese, Swiss cheese, whey protein. For those that work out and like to have a good post-workout shake, whey protein is harmful. Okay? Whole milk and yogurt. Stay away from it. Feta cheese is either beneficial or neutral to everybody. Not whey, exactly. Here's our whey protein shake. Okay? This is good for B's and ABs because we can tolerate dairy and whey. Okay? O's and A's can't have whey protein. This is why we have vegan protein. So if you're going to do protein, it needs to be vegan. And next week, we'll have it in chocolate. So we'll have the whey protein and the vegan protein in chocolate flavored. This is the vanilla milkshake. You just got yours? So good. So good. Okay, so macaroni and cheese, you're going to have to let that go. Pizza, you're going to have to let that go. Dips, ranch salad dressing. First of all, the condiments are really the killers. Those are the silent inflammation triggers. We broke all of those down. If you want to go look at my YouTube videos, we've broken all of that down. You can mix it with almond milk. You can mix it, make your own walnut milk. Okay, because walnuts are beneficial to you. You can mix it with water. It's going to be fine. Okay? So if you want to know what's triggering your osteoporosis pain and all these other things that you're suffering with, that's the culprit. Okay? Dairy is acidic. Y'all don't need no extra acid. Y'all already have more acid in your bodies than every other type. That's your problem. Y'all can't handle no more acid. The only acid y'all should have is from the meats, because y'all need the iron. You need all the things that red meat gives your body and keeps it healthy. The rest of the acidic foods, you should not have it, because now you got too much acid. This is what causes cancer. Okay? Everyone's body, when we're born with cancer cells. How do the cancer cells get triggered? Your body is acidic. And no amount of alkaline water is going to make it alkaline. Y'all can drink an ocean of alkaline water and it's still going to be too much acid in your body if you're continuing to eat what you're eating today. Tap screen. Okay? So, oils and fats. You can only benefit from olive oil and flaxseed oil. That's it. Okay? Those are the only two oils you should be cooking with. And no, you cannot be frying no chicken in no olive oil, and you shouldn't be eating fried chicken to begin with. Okay? So the only oil that's beneficial to you is flaxseed and olive. Okay? If you're going to have salad, make your own salad dressing with the base of olive oil. Can't use no vinegar though. Seeds and nuts that are beneficial to you. I mean, all the oils are harmful to y'all, pretty much, okay? Except cod liver oil. That's neutral, okay? That's neutral. But corn oil, peanut oil, safflower oil, and cottonseed oil are harmful. Go to your cabinet. This is your challenge. Go to your cabinet and turn over all of your salad dressings. Just about everything you have in your house has safflower oil in it. Everything that's processed has safflower oil. That's the root of your problems. Okay? Even the cranberries I was buying from Sprouts. You would think Sprouts is like Whole Foods. You would think there wouldn't be no oil in there. Just any dried fruit, any of that has safflower oil in it. Okay? So they're just sneaking it in. They're sneaking it in. They're sneaking it in. Okay? Because the ultimate goal is to make money selling these drugs. You cannot sell drugs to healthy people. You cannot sell drugs to healthy people. What is it that we do consistently? We eat. Okay? Harmful nuts. Beneficial nuts, pumpkin seeds and walnuts. Harmful, Brazil nuts, cashews, pistachios, peanuts, peanut butter, poppy seeds, and lychees. Those are all harmful to O's. Okay? As far as beans, adzuki, pinto, and black-eyed peas are beneficial. Harmful, copper beans, navy beans, tamarind, domestic greens, and red lentils. Beverages, beneficial, seltzer water. I like Polar. It's cheap. The flavor is delicious. Okay. Harmful, regular and decaf coffee. Why? Because coffee is acidic. Okay. Distilled liquor, acidic. Cola, diet sodas, black teas, acidic. You couldn't find any in Walmart? You might want to check specialty. That I usually get it from Walmart. Were they out? Were they sold out? I use Instacart. Here's a little trick for Instacart. If you use Instacart, in the search bar, before you pick a store, in the search bar, just type in Polar Seltzer. And then all the stores that sell Polar will come up. That's my trick. I shop with whoever got the stuff I'm looking for today. You bought some pumpkin seeds, but they were processed with vegetable oil and something else. See how they be sneaking it in? You will have to I used to make my own pumpkin seeds, even though I didn't know they were harmful. But we're in pumpkin season. You can get your own pumpkin, skewer it out, clean it out like you're going to make a jack-o'-lantern, rinse all of the seeds off like you do with your papaya seeds. You rinse all the stuff off of them, dry them, and then sprinkle them with a little salt and bake them in the oven. That's how you make pumpkin seeds. Without any preservatives, without anything. It grosses you out? Doesn't gross me out. I like them. But that way you also control your sodium if you do it yourself. I just decided I'm going to do my shit myself. I'm not going to be bothered with this stuff. Grains and pastas. O's, y'all cannot eat no grains and pastas. I know you love spaghetti. I know you love macaroni and cheese. I know you love Alfredos. Y'all love an Alfredo. But you can't have the cheese and you can't have the noodles. I love pumpkin seeds. We used to, every year we would, that was my favorite part. I don't care nothing about the jack-o'-lantern. I just want the seeds. Okay? I know y'all love that stuff, but y'all can't have it. Wheat, y'all cannot have wheat. The best advice I can give to O's is to live a gluten-free life. If you just go straight gluten-free, y'all will fix yourselves up just like that. Just cut out all the wheat, cut out all the dairy, you'll be fine. Your life will be completely different in less than 30 days. I'm telling you. All the payments, all the discomfort, all the gas, all the bloating. You can't tell me that y'all are not experiencing this with heartburn and all that stuff. Y'all can't tell me that y'all are not experiencing this. Okay? Cereals, none. As far as rice, neutral. Rice is neutral for y'all. You can have brown rice and white rice, just not all the time. You can have all the rice, just not all the time. Because you got to think about the carbohydrates. I mean, I'm allowed to have, rice is actually beneficial for me, but I don't really mess around with it because I'm thinking about the carbs. But you can have it. Okay? That's why you can have the shake. Because it's brown rice, quinoa, and pea isolate. And those things you can have. Okay? Cereals that are, there are no cereals. Breakfast cereals, y'all cannot have no breakfast. Can't nobody have breakfast cereals, honestly, unless they're like kasha or some organic, you know. None of us are supposed to be eating breakfast cereal. It's just processed stuff. Okay? All right, so we're going to go to the veggies. This is going to trip y'all up right here, okay? There are no beneficial condiments for y'all. We get into the juices, and no. Orange juice is not beneficial for no type. You see how they just... Come on, y'all. Can y'all not see the conspiracy? Can y'all not see the conspiracy? All the stuff that we've been told all these years that are so helpful for us, they're all harmful. All the stuff that they made us believe were healthy, those are the most harmful things. You have to have a good, nutritious breakfast, a well-balanced breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and having meals 3 times a day is only to sell a set of products. You have breakfast foods, lunch foods, and dinner foods. It's all marketing. It's all just to sell products. So these set of hours, this is the set of food that you're supposed to eat. These set of hours, these are the foods you're supposed to eat. And these set of hours, these are the foods you're supposed to eat. So a lot of times O's will be like, well, what can I have for breakfast? You can have whatever you want to have for breakfast. You can have leftover dinner for breakfast. Grits is corn. You can't have corn. And the only reason that we think that we have to eat breakfast is because we have been brainwashed into believing we're supposed to eat 3 times a day. Once you start eating according to your type, you're not even going to be hungry 3 times a day. Who on here has started doing this and you're not even hungry 3 times a day? I have not eaten one thing. All I had today was some walnuts. And that was hours ago. That was hours ago. I have not eaten anything today. And it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. I'm having some tea. I done had 2 seltzers and my water. I got some leftover veggies in the microwave. Some broccoli and some mushrooms and onions that I'm going to eat after this. But once you start eating according to your type, you're not even going to be hungry 3 times a day. The only reason that we're doing what we're doing is out of habit and out of tradition. Everybody wants to talk about breaking generational curses. This is the only generational curse we have. You don't hand down poverty. You don't hand down poverty. You hand down recipes. Think about it. You having grandma's greens. You having your auntie's fried chicken. You having this Sunday dinner was all a heart attack on the table. Sunday dinner is just a heart attack on the table. So we're handing down all of these traditions, and then we wonder why everybody in the family has diabetes. Because everybody in the family is eating the same foods. And none of the foods are healthy for any of our types. Yes, all of the lists are in the book. Okay? So, condiments, none are beneficial to you, but the harmful ones, ketchup is harmful to every single type. Harmful. It's just straight sugar, straight sugar, straight sugar. Okay? What was that? It sounded like somebody was hollering. What's happening? Ain't none of my business. What kind of cocktails can O's have? You have whatever you want, but it says distilled liquor is harmful. So I don't know what kind of cocktails you could have. Hot sauce is vinegar based. Just about all condiments have vinegar, which is acid. Just about every single condiment has acid. Okay? So, harmful. Here, I'll tell you what your neutrals are. Apple butter, jams, mustard. It says salad dressing, but if they all have the ingredients in them that you can't have, it's not a good match, because all of them have safflower oil, all of them have vinegar. Okay? So what's harmful is ketchup, mayonnaise, dill, kosher, sweet and sour pickles, and relish. Okay? The common denominator there is all of those things are vinegar based or dairy based. Okay? That's the problem. So is wine okay? Wine is sugar. Okay? The gummies are bad because they're pork. Gummies are made out of gelatin, which is made out of pork. And apple cider vinegar is not beneficial for anybody. It's just neutral for two types. In my salad dressing that I made yesterday, I made it with olive oil. I used a little red wine vinegar because my type can have all the vinegars. Okay? I used Italian seasoning, some kosher salt, some rosemary, and that was it. It was delicious. I can take apple cider vinegar capsules. We actually have apple cider vinegar capsules. And they are amazing. But not everybody can take apple cider vinegar. Where are they at? Not everybody can have apple cider vinegar. ACV caps. Okay? And it's with the mother. Okay? You have to see if your type can have apple cider vinegar. Okay? So, we are to the spices. Y'all, these are all the questions y'all asked me. We're going to spices right now. Beneficial is carob, cayenne, curry, douce, kelp, parsley, and turmeric. Those things are beneficial to you. Here's the harmful. Capers, cinnamon, cornstarch, corn syrup, nutmeg, black pepper, white pepper, vanilla extract, apple cider, balsamic, red, white, and white wine vinegars. Harmful. If you want to know who your fake friend is, I just listed all your fake friends. All the things you love, all the things that you're putting in all your foods, this is what is triggering your body's response. This is why you have the inflammation. This is why you have the gas. This is why you have the bloating. This is why you have the health issues that you have. It's all the food. It's all the food. And I'm in the trenches with y'all. This is how I live my life. And it has completely turned things around for me. And it's turning things around for pretty much everybody that's doing it. Okay? I used to have a very debilitating pain in my ankle. And if I eat something to this day that I'm not supposed to have or that my body can't process, my ankle will hurt. I just discovered the other day that I can't have watermelon. And I love watermelon. And I've been doing this for months, but I suspected that watermelon wasn't being a good friend. So I started watching watermelon a little closely. Tap the screen. I started to wonder, how trustworthy was watermelon? Something wasn't quite right about watermelon. And sure enough, it was me drinking the watermelon in my blended juices that was making my ankle continue to hurt. So now I don't fuck around with watermelon. We can't be friends. There's nothing we have in common. You have shown yourself to be a person that's willing to hurt me. So, goodbye. I am fantastic. How are you? I hope you are well. Yeah, so me and watermelon, who've been tight for years, little did I know that watermelon was part of the problem. So watermelon had to go. We can't be friends no more. I can't eat no chocolate. I went on a chocolate bender. Listen, that whole week, I don't know what happened. That week, I was just feeding that menopause. And I had ordered some chocolate-covered almonds, thinking I was going to outsmart the inflammation by getting dark chocolate. It's still sugar. Because what we found out yesterday, or the day before yesterday on the live, was it doesn't matter if it's processed sugar, refined sugar, or natural sugar, it's still sugar. And sugar triggers inflammation. So my inflammation was coming from a natural sugar, which was watermelon. And it says specifically not to eat watermelon at night because it will raise your blood sugar. So if you're a diabetic, please do not eat no watermelon at night. That's going to be the worst. You eat dark chocolate when you need something sweet. Nope, that trigger makes my ankle hurt. I don't know what it's going to do for y'all. I'm just talking about me. Okay? Here's what, y'all ready? Hold on to your hats because this is going to piss y'all off. Share the live because I know some people are up looking for something to look at. They can look at me. Okay? Share the live. Not with the same 15 people. 15 different people. Okay? Here's what's going to mess y'all up. This is going to take y'all out. This is going to be the one right here. Okay? I ate them. Listen, and I didn't get no little bit of almonds. I had a tub. And then raisins too. I had chocolate covered raisins and chocolate covered almonds. That week was the week I had the French fries, the tomato, the ketchup, the chocolate. My menopause was on ziggity. And that was the week that I said, never again. I'm done. I'm going to eat according to my type. And that's what set me on this path. I brought it on myself. I brought it on myself. I take full responsibility for it. If I brought it on myself, I can fix it. Okay? So here's what's going to cause y'all some problems. Okay? The vegetable section. There is not one type that should be vegan. Ever. There's no type that should be vegan. I'm just telling y'all that. Okay? Nobody walking the earth should be vegan. That's just a marketing campaign just to get people to eat plant-based foods. Think about it. Food is a product. Just like you see a car commercial, you're going to see a food commercial. They're trying to sell products. Okay? So you got all of these people out here supporting the scam. We already took a deep dive into organic vegetables versus regular vegetables. And we found out that they're all the same. It's just the labeling is different. They're allowed to just slap organic on stuff just so they can raise the price. So you have one celery next to another celery that's marked organic, and they may be $1 or $2 difference, and they're the same celeries. We found this out just through our own research. Okay? So you have to understand that all this plant-based food and all this stuff is being thrown at us right and left, all over the internet, all over these platforms, and people are buying into this stuff, and they're just getting swollen. And it can't be, but I'm a vegan. Okay? That's always but I'm a vegan. I gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks trying to be vegan. Here's why. Beneficial: artichokes, beet greens, broccoli, chicory, collard greens, dandelion greens, escarole, garlic, horseradish, kale, parsley, parsnips, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, seaweed, spinach, Swiss chard, and turnips. Those are beneficial. Here's the harmful. I'm going to be ready to fight. Okay? Avocado. Number one, avocado. Harmful. There's not one type that avocado is beneficial to. Not one. Okay? Red and white cabbage. It's harmful to y'all. Y'all can't tell me that y'all don't bloat after eating cabbage. Tap the screen. If you're not typing, tap. If you're not typing, tap. I'm working here. I'm working. Y'all can't tell me that your body's not talking to you after you done had some cabbage. Your body is like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and create all this gas to signal to you that I can't process this cabbage. That's how your body talks to you. There's no other way for it to communicate with you. Okay? Red and white cabbage. Cauliflower. For everybody that's going out and getting cauliflower buffalo wings and making cauliflower pizza and all this other stuff, cauliflower is harmful to O's. Okay? White and yellow corn. You can't have corn. Okay? Eggplant, which is a nightshade vegetable. Mushrooms. Can't have them. Mustard greens. You can have all the greens except mustard. We need to figure out on the next live why mustard greens are harmful. Okay? Black, Greek, and Spanish olives. You can't have them. Why? Because it's based in vinegar. In other countries, they're based in olive oil. I don't know why in America they're based in vinegar. That makes no sense. Other than to create acidic bodies that will eventually get sick. Okay? Red and white potatoes. Y'all can't tell me y'all not picking up the signals that your body's sending you. Alfalfa sprouts and Brussels sprouts. If you want to know why you are feeling the way that you are feeling right now. It's because you are consuming foods that your body can't process. It's just that simple. I know it's incredibly simple, and it has to be more to it than that, and this can't be right, and you're just going to go through the 12 steps like an alcoholic would, because this is a very deep relationship that you have. You have a relationship. Mustard greens inhibit the thyroid. Well, that's a good one to know, Mrs. Jones. Now you wonder why we got all this hypothyroidism sneaking it into our mustard greens. Black folks love some mustard greens. And it's always black folks that have thyroid problems. You order the book, fantastic. The book gets into it. All the science. And there's some great recipes in there. This is what Jordan making them muffins. He's become quite the baker. Beneficial juices. Black cherry, pineapple, and prune. Why? Because those are very fibrous. They have enzymes that break down the proteins and things that you guys are eating, the red meat. So you definitely benefit from prunes, black cherries, and pineapples. Okay? Harmful. Apple juice, apple cider, cabbage juice, and orange juice. Harmful. Orange juice is extremely acidic and it's just nothing but sugar. We looked it up. 8 ounces of orange juice was like 180 calories. Pineapple is not acidic. It has enzyme. It's bromelain. It has enzymes that actually break down proteins. So because you're having proteins in your meat, you need something that's going to help break that down. Okay? It's really interesting if you look at the science. So many things, like if you're supposed to eat this, there is something that you eat that will help your body to process it. And that's what's fascinating to me, because I'm just connecting all these dots. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay? You have hypothyroidism. Bananas are harmful too. B's are the only blood type that benefit from bananas. Every time I would eat, and I love bananas, but every time I would eat bananas, I'd have really bad heartburn. And I would just take some Tums, like we all do. I got tired of taking Tums. I got tired of sleeping with Tums on my bed every night, having heartburn in the middle of the night, waking up with heartburn. I don't have any of that. Like, y'all, if y'all see my food, like I always put a lot of onions on my food. I used to get massive heartburn when I ate onions. And now I can just sit up and just have my salad last night had as many onions in it as it did lettuce. Tap screen. Thank you, Tara. And no heartburn. Y'all gonna be amazed. Go get your list. You're gonna be amazed. We're gonna breeze through the rest of them. O's I have to take my time with, because you're the majority of America, and y'all are the ones that are trying to be vegan more than any other people, and y'all are eating all this dairy, and you're trying to figure out why you're having all these problems. So I spend more time on O's and B's, because it's gonna be real hard for B's to understand what's happening. So fruits, figs, plums, and prunes, beneficial. Again, fiber, okay? Helps keep you regular, helps push that steak, that hamburger through your system and on out the dough, okay? Harmful, blackberries, coconut, cantaloupe, honeydew, oranges, rhubarb, strawberries, and tangerines. Y'all can have bananas once in a while. They're neutral for O's, okay? Herbal teas, cayenne, chickweed, dandelion, fenugreek, ginger, hops, mulberry, parsley, peppermint, rosehip, and sarsaparilla. Those are beneficial. So green tea is not beneficial for y'all, but it's neutral. Harmful is alfalfa, aloe, burdock, echinacea, golden seal, red clover, rhubarb, St. John's wort, senna, yellow dock, and strawberry leaf. Okay? You had the spit cup beside my bed I haven't thrown up. I'm all fantastic. That is good to know. All right, so we're going to go to the B's because we're going to wrestle with this chicken. Share the live, tap the screen. Beneficial meats for bees: lamb, rabbit, goat. Okay? Goat is not listed here, but if you get the book, it'll be in there. Okay? Harmful: bacon, chicken, duck, ham, and pork. Chicken? How can chicken be harmful? Why? Chicken literally causes your blood to clot. If you ever hear about people that have DVT, blood clots, stroke, chicken has a lectin in it that makes your blood cells clump together. Chicken. And your doctors know this. So why are they putting you on anti-stroke medication and all this other shit when they can just say stop eating chicken? I had to contact my other auntie last night, and I asked her what her blood type was, and she said B. And I said, Auntie, are you eating chicken? Because my auntie has had, again, my family's big. My aunt's a good 450. 450 is pretty much the average. Okay? So my aunt's had a lot of health issues, and her doctor has been trying for 2-3 years that I know of to get her to have the weight loss surgery. I told you like 7 or 8 people in my family have had the weight loss surgery. So I asked her last night what her blood type was. She said B. I asked her if she was eating chicken, and she said yes. Well, she eats this chicken and some other harmful thing. Pork. Chicken and pork. I said, Auntie, this is the root of all of your health issues. So I sent her the list, and she was like, oh my God. What the hell? So she said she's going to start eating like this. She's going to start eliminating the harmful things, and she's going to hit me up in a week and let me know what's going on. That's all I wanted. That's all I want her to do, is be aware. This is what's happening. This is the problem. This is how you can turn it around. So I'm very anxious to find out how all of this works out for her. So seafood that's beneficial, well, harmful: bacon, chicken, duck, ham, and pork. Pork is harmful to everybody. It's just harmful. Okay? Seafood that's beneficial: cod. Cod is beneficial for all 3 of the types except O. It's neutral for O. Okay? But cod is it neutral for O? I think so, because cod liver was neutral. But beneficial is cod, halibut, mackerel, salmon, and sardine. Harmful: all the stuff you love in a seafood boil. All the usual suspects are harmful for you. The lobster, the shrimp, all that, harmful. Okay? Then eggs and dairy. You can have cottage cheese, feta, goat milk, kefir, mozzarella, ricotta, milk, and yogurt. Harmful: American cheese, blue cheese, and ice cream. Oils: beneficial: olive oil. Okay? Harmful: canola oil, corn oil, cottonseed, peanut, sunflower, safflower, and sesame oils. Okay? Beneficial nuts and seeds: none. Harmful: cashews, filberts, peanuts, poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, tahini, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds. All the seeds, pretty much. Okay? Beans and legumes: beneficial: kidney, lima, and navy. Harmful: azuki, black beans, garbanzo beans, which are chickpeas, pinto beans, lentils, and black-eyed peas. All the vegetable oils are harmful. Our bodies can't process vegetable oils. It can't process anything but flaxseed and olive. That's it. That's why we end up with gallstones and gallbladder problems and all of that. Nope. Grapeseed, nope. Avocado oil, nope. Because avocado is not beneficial to any blood type. Grapes are not beneficial to all blood types. So, that's why. Okay? Beneficial beverage, green tea, harmful. Liquor, seltzer, and soda. That's simple. Grains and pastas, beneficial. Oat flour and rice flour. Harmful. Buckwheat, couscous, barley, bulgur, wheat, gluten, flour, rye flour, and wild rice. Okay? If you want to know what your issues are, it's your bestest friends. The bestest friends. The things that you love the most are generally the things that are causing you the harm. I'm not even saying that in a facetious way, but the things that everybody says, but I love, they're always the harmful things. I have yet to see somebody say, but I love such and such. That's on the beneficial list. Everybody just focuses on, but I love, and it's always the harmful. Every time. And that's your culprit. No. My son is B. He doesn't drink Polar. He drinks bubbly. So he drinks sparkling water. I drink the seltzer. Okay? Harmful. Beneficial breads and muffins. Brown rice, Essene, Ezekiel bread, millet, and wasa. Harmful. Bagels, corn muffins, multigrain, rye, and wheat. This is what the bee's biggest problem is wheat. Y'all should be living gluten-free. Jordan bakes, but he bakes with spelt flour. And those blueberry muffins that he made, hold on. I'm gonna have one because I haven't eaten anything today. Check this out. These are blueberry lemon muffins that he baked. Type B recipe with spelt flour. Look at that. The one that he made the other day, sorry to talk with my mouth full. The ones that he made the other day were cranberry, spelt flour, tastes like cornbread, Jiffy cornbread. No, I don't think Oaks can have any of that. This is a B. I'm AB, so I can have this. But the other one that he made, he used light brown sugar. And my ankle was like, yeah, no. Woke up with ankle pain. My ankle is like that little red thing that's in a turkey that pops up when it's done. Any type of sugar or anything that I'm not supposed to have, my ankle is like, busted. And I'm like, great. Look away, look away. What are those? So he made it with light brown sugar. This time he used agave. And for me, it tastes much better. It's actually sweeter and it's more moist. So he's perfecting these things. And I'm amazed because he loves a snack. And he was a person that would sit around and eat gummy worms and that kind of stuff. But he's living according to this as well. So he's making it work. Okay? This will make you very creative, which is another good thing about this. So you cannot have no corn. The harmful things, let me give you just an overall. Chicken, peanuts, wheat, and corn are the most harmful things for bees. Okay? Cereals, millet, oat, rice spelt, harmful. Everything else. Okay. Beneficial condiments, none. Harmful, ketchup. Spices, cayenne, curry, ginger, horseradish, and parsley. Harmful, allspice, which is what jerk chicken is made of. Okay. Bye. So almond extract, cinnamon, cornstarch, corn syrup, gelatin, pepper, and tapioca. Harmful. Harmful beneficial vegetables: beets, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, eggplant, shiitake. On a second. Where's my cord? Hold on. I'm on low battery. Hold on, fam. I don't want to lose y'all. We doing good. Doing good. We almost done. Trying to find the plug thing. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. We're good. We are good. All right. So we won't finish up real quick. We're making really good time. That's shocking. So harmful: artichoke, avocado, corn, olives, pumpkin, radishes, tofu, and tomato. Okay. Beneficial fruits. Y'all got some banging fruits though. Banana, cranberry, grapes, papaya, pineapple, and plums. Harmful: coconut, pomegranates, rhubarb. Juices. Beneficial: cabbage, cranberry, grape, papaya, and pineapple. Harmful is tomato. And herbal teas, you got ginger, ginseng, licorice, peppermint, raspberry, rosehip, and sage. Harmful is aloe, corn silk, gentian, hops, mullein, red clover, senna, and skullcap. That's bees. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, the hard one is AB. Okay? Because we are considered the enigma. Because we are a cross between the A's and the B's. Okay? So, beneficial meat for us is lamb, mutton, rabbit, and turkey. Okay? Jordan and I have lamb in common and turkey in common. Okay, so that's mainly what we eat around here. Harmful: bacon, beef, ground beef, buffalo, chicken, Cornish hen, duck, goose, ham, heart, pork, veal, venison, and quail. That's a long list. So I just stick with lamb and I stick with turkey, and that's it. Okay. Beneficial seafood: tuna, cod, grouper, hockey, mackerel, mahi-mahi, monkfish, ocean perch, pickerel, pike, porgy, rainbow trout, red snapper, sailfish, sardine, sea trout, and snail. So if I'm not eating, mutton and lamb is the same thing. Mutton is just a grown lamb. You're a lamb, like a puppy and a dog. You're a puppy until you reach a year old, then you're a dog. Same thing with lamb. Lamb, you're less than a year old. When you become a year old, now you're a mutton. You're a sheep. Mutton is sheep. Okay? I can't find no mutton. I don't know where to find it. I want some. Because when I be seeing people, no, shrimp is on my harmful list. When I tell y'all that me and Jordan used to do seafood boils in here every week, and my head was this big. Okay, so all the stuff that goes in a bad bitch seafood thing. Matcha tea, it's not on the list. It's not on the list, but I don't think it would be harmful though. It might be in the book. It might be in the book, but I don't see why it would be harmful though. Okay? So all of the seafood that we know and love, we can't really mess with. The sea roaches, the ocean roaches. That's what we call shrimp. So if you can't have green tea, you can't have matcha. We just simplified it, y'all. We just simplified it. I've never had matcha. I just stick to the green tea. I've seen it, but I've never had it. Is it delicious? Of course your kid needs to hear from someone else. Your family ain't gonna take your word for it. You know that. My jaw tightens up. It takes me so much time after I get off of here for me to chew any food because I've been talking for hours and my jaw completely locks up. Every time. It's happening right now. That's why I'm having trouble chewing. Okay, so we can have dairy. At the cousin store, you should be able to get the mutton. I live in California. Where's the cousin store at? Is there a cousin store out here? I've never seen it. Beneficial for us is cottage cheese, farmer's cheese, feta, goat cheese, goat milk, kefir, mozzarella, ricotta, non-fat, sour cream, yogurt, and eggs. All those things are beneficial for us. Okay. Harmful, the usual suspects. The usual suspects. Okay. But we can have whey protein, and we can have all the white cheeses pretty much. I don't know what farmer's cheese is. I know what goat cheese is, and it's delicious. Goat cheese is so flavorful. Goat cheese reminds you of feta, but it tastes better. No, we cannot have no butter. Harmful is American cheese, blue cheese, brie, butter, buttermilk, camembert, ice cream, parmesan, provolone, sherbet, and whole milk. We can't have it. Nope. Oh, cheddar is actually in our neutral section. Click the link go to my page. If you click the link at the top, it should open my little page up, and then just boop on that and it takes you to my page. The link is there. Okay. Oils. We can only have olive oil, which is what I stick with. Okay. Harmful is corn, cottonseed, safflower, sesame, and sunflower. I didn't tell y'all that the French fries that I had when I went on my tear, my menopause tear, were fried. And here's the great part about all of that. I lost the inflammation in 3 days. I lost the inflammation in 3 days just by eating anti-inflammatory foods. So what I try to do is when I cook, I try to eat as many anti-inflammatory foods as possible that's on my list. Okay, because there are a lot of things like spinach is anti-inflammatory. So if it's beneficial and it's anti-inflammatory, eat that because that will heal you up fast. Okay, so nuts and seeds, chestnuts, which I can never find, peanuts, which I absolutely love and I tried to avoid, but I have a bunch of peanuts on top of my refrigerator. I got them in the shell because I will eat them. I love peanuts. Walnuts. I keep walnuts because walnuts are anti-inflammatory. So before I go to bed at night, I always eat some walnuts. That's as I'm passing out, I'm munching on some walnuts. So whereas I used to take Tylenol every night before bed, I eat some walnuts. And they say if you're going to eat a snack before bed, it needs to be a protein. Never eat a carbohydrate before you go to sleep. If you can eat a protein-based thing, you can just Google anti-inflammatory foods list, and you will get a list of all the foods that are anti-inflammatory. Okay? Sweet potatoes, leafy greens. I can't have almonds. Almonds are neutral, so I can have them once in a while. I save my almond intake for when I have a shake. That's the only time I mess around with almonds, and that's almond milk. Okay? But harmful is filberts, pumpkin seeds, poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame butter, sesame seeds, sunflower butter, and sunflower seeds. Okay? Then for beans, navy beans, pinto, red, soy, and green lentils are all beneficial for us. Harmful is azuki, black beans, fava beans, garbanzos, which are chickpeas. This is why I gained all that weight trying to be vegan, because I was eating bean burgers. I was making Southwestern egg rolls with black beans, and I was making my own hummus and chickpeas and roasted chickpeas as a snack. I gained that 10 pounds just like that. Okay? Black eyed peas are even harmful to us. Beneficial beverages: regular coffee, green tea, decaf coffee. Harmful: distilled liquor, colas, diet soda, black decaf teas, and black regular teas. My seltzer is on my neutral list, but I don't really venture into my neutral list often. I save it for the seltzer. And then I also can have sparkling water, so sometimes I just deviate, because some of the sparkling waters will have flavors like pineapple, which is really good. Is there a way to find out what type you have? Generally, your doctor's not going to tell you. We just made it easy on ourselves, and we just got it from Amazon. Good night. Thank you so much. I'm about to get off here in the next 30 minutes. Okay? If you go to Amazon and type in, thank you so much. What kind of tea do I drink? Green tea and black cherry and wild berry. So that's what's in here. So beverages that are harmful: distilled liquor, colas, we already did that. So grains and pastas, we can have oat flour, rice flour, rye flour, sprouted wheat flour, basmati, brown, white, and wild rice. So we can have all the rices. They're all beneficial to us. Okay? What's harmful to us, though, is wheat. Okay? Thank you guys for helping. Wheat is what messes us up. So if you dodge the wheat, you'll be fine. Can O's have almond flour? It's probably neutral, because you can have almonds that's neutral for you too. So whatever is neutral, if almonds are neutral, you can have almond flour and almond milk. Okay? Just not all the time. Harmful to us is corn muffins, buckwheat, artichoke pasta, soba noodles, barley flour. Okay? Cereals, just regular stuff. We can have oatmeal. We can have oatmeal. We can have Rice Bran. We can have Rice Krispies. But the thing about anything that's processed is it's probably going to have the oils in it and the preservatives in it that is going to trigger our inflammation. So it's really not even worth it to me, unless it's just, steel cut oats, right? If you can't control the ingredients yourself, I wouldn't even eat it. I would just stick to whole foods. That's what's been working for everybody. If you stay away from the processed food, that's half the battle. That will solve most of your problems. Okay? If you're going to have some meat, have you some lamb, have you some vegetables. Have you some turkey, have you some vegetables. And keep it simple. Because I've gotten to the point now where I don't use food for entertainment. I don't use food for fun. I don't use food for nothing but fueling this machine. That's it. It's not my friend. It's not my emotional comfort. It's not my thing that I turn to for joyous occasion. It's nothing to me but fuel. That's it. And when I started thinking about it like that, it's just become a thing that I got to do every day to stay alive. It's turned everything around for me. A is next. We're almost finished. So now we are going to the vegetable section of the B's, of the ABs. No condiments are beneficial to us. Harmful is ketchup, all the pickles, all the relish, and Worcestershire sauce. Okay? Yeah, stay on the perimeter of the store. Except O's can't go to the dairy part. And you can't go to the bread part. So really, y'all just need to go to the vegetable and the meat section for the O's. That's it. It ain't even a whole perimeter for y'all. It's just this right here. But that's simple. I like black and white. This or that. That's how my brain works. It's either black or it's white. I don't get into grays. I don't get into none of that shit. So that's how I run everything. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to go hard with it, or I'm not going to mess around with it at all. So I don't halfway do stuff. Either I'm in or I'm out. So when it comes to healing your body, that's how you're going to have to be. Because anytime you cheat, you call yourself cheating, that's a diet term. But anytime you eat something that's harmful to you, you're literally triggering pain. You're going to bring it right back. Which means now for the next 2 days, you're going to have to work to get rid of the pain again. We're getting to the fruits right now. Okay? So beneficial spices: curry, garlic, horseradish, miso, and parsley. Harmful: allspice, almond, astrac, anise, barley malt, capers, cornstarch, corn syrup. Corn syrup is harmful to everybody. Okay? Gelatin, ground black pepper, cayenne pepper, peppercorns, crushed red pepper flakes, white pepper, tapioca, and white vinegar. We can actually have the other vinegars neutral. Those are all neutral for us. Okay? Vegetables, beneficial: beet greens, beets, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, collard greens, cucumbers, dandelion, eggplant, garlic, kale, maitake mushrooms, mustard greens. We can have mustard greens are beneficial to the ABs. That's weird. Parsley, parsnips, sweet potatoes, alfalfa sprouts, tempeh, tofu, and yams. Harmful: artichokes, avocado, white corn, yellow corn, lima beans. Corn is not good for anybody. Okay? Lima beans, black olives, green bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, red and yellow bell peppers, radishes, mung bean sprouts, and radish sprouts. Okay? This is the culprit. We on Eat Right for Your Type. Yes. Beneficial fruits. We got some bangers: cherries, cranberries, figs, gooseberries, black grapes, Concord grapes, green and red grapes, grapefruit, kiwi, lemons, loganberries, pineapple, red, green, and black plums. We got some bangers. Bangers. Okay? Harmful: banana, coconut, guava, mangoes, oranges, persimmons, pomegranates, prickly pear, rhubarb, and star fruit. Harmful. Our fruit list is... Okay? Beneficial juices: cabbage, carrot, celery, black cherry, cranberry, grape, and papaya. Okay? This is why I juice papayas every day. I drink papaya juice every day. That joint is working. It's working. Okay? Harmful: orange juice. It's not good for nobody. They just did a really good marketing job for orange juice. That's all. They just did a really good marketing job. They got us all believing that this is what we're supposed to have when we have a cold. This is what we're supposed to have a nutritious breakfast. They're still giving it to our kids at school. Think about how your kids are getting fed at school. Don't just find out what your blood type is. How you break generational curses is starting your kids on the path right now. So your kids don't have any of these issues growing up. They don't have to be overweight. I was overweight. Okay? Your mom put you on an A positive. There's so much we thought was good. However, exactly. My mom was A negative. And we went through the list the other day because my mom died when she was 41 from a stroke. And we were going through the A's the other day, and just about everything that was harmful she was eating. She only weighed 118 pounds. So that narrative of being healthy because you're thin, we got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of that. Because I can guarantee you Lizzo is probably way healthier than my mom was. We got to get rid of that. Okay? Beneficial herbal teas: alfalfa, burdock, chamomile, echinacea, ginger, ginseng, green tea, licorice root, rosehip, and strawberry leaf. Harmful: aloe, coltsfoot, silk, corn silk, fenugreek, gentian, hops, linden, mullein, red clover, rhubarb, senna, shepherd's purse, and skullcap. Okay? We are finishing up with the A's. We're going to breeze through this joint. A is very similar to O. The only difference is O's eat meat. A's should eat fish. Other than that, they have a lot of commonalities. You'll see families of A's and O's. Okay? That's why I stopped eating meat. Are you an A or are you an O? Pink Panther Polo. Yeah, just go to Amazon. You can get a whole family kit for $32. And it has five tests in there. And you can test everybody. You said, yeah, that's why I stopped eating meat. Why did you stop eating meat? I don't think anybody should stop eating, well, A's, but I don't think A's should be vegan, and I don't think anybody should be vegan. But I don't think A's should be vegetarians because there's so many nutrients and omega-3s and all those things that you're missing out on by not having fish. Oh, you're blood type A. Yeah, you gotta get fish in your system. Okay? I just got everybody drinking cod liver oil this week. Tap screen, look at us. Let's get to 150,000 before I finish. I'm almost done. We got 15 minutes. Let's get to 150,000. Okay? We'll get back up to the 300s. I'll be coming on at my normal time. My normal time is 5. Live at 5. Good. Stay on the fish. Okay? Get you some cod liver oil. Y'all want to fix yourselves right up? Get y'all some cod liver oil. Go and research cod liver oil and the benefits. I got everybody on the lives that I did this week on the other platform when I was suspended over here. We all got this cod liver oil from Amazon by the company called Carlson. And it's lemon flavored, and you cannot taste no traces of fish. None. So I've taken it for the last 2 days, and like you can feel it. But the benefits, this is why cod is beneficial to all of these blood types. But there are so many benefits to cod liver oil. Remember when we were a kid and we were forced to drink cod liver oil? We're back full circle. Okay? So by having that, doing that research, we will have not cod liver oil, but we'll have fish oil capsules starting next week in our lineup. So Tara, our 5 new products will be beetroot capsules. I swear by beetroot because beetroot literally increases the oxygen in your body, and a highly oxygenated body cannot become diseased. Okay? So I take beetroot capsules. Okay? Cod is delicious. I love it. And then we're going to have the fish oil capsules, which is called Ultra Omega. Then we will have what's the other ones? The resveratrol. Okay? And then we'll have the red superfood drink, which is mostly fruits. Instead of because we had the ultra greens, but the ultra greens had wheat and barley in it, and most of the blood types can't have wheat, can't have barley. Okay, so we are going to have the red superfood drink instead, which is actually just fruits, carrots, what else is in there? Apples, most of the fruits that we can have and vegetables that we can have. And then we will also have magnesium, which is highly slept on. People are literally dying right now from lack of magnesium. I have a friend, whose ex-wife died a few months ago from magnesium deficiency. Have you ever heard that before in your lives? Magnesium deficiency. All right, so what meat is beneficial to A's? None. Okay? Everything's harmful. All the meats are harmful. Okay? Just focus on all the fishes you can have. Carp, cod, grouper, mackerel, monkfish, pickerel, red snapper, rainbow trout, salmon, sardine, perch, and whitefish. All the banging fish. I got all the banging fish. Okay? Harmful. We can't do no seafood bowls. Remember, I'm a combination of A and B. So all the same things that ABs can't have, y'all can't have either. Okay? So anchovy, barracuda, catfish, caviar, clam, conch, crab, eel, flounder, sole, haddock, halibut, herring, lobster, lox, mussels, octopus, oyster, scallop, shrimp, squid, and striped bass. Harmful. Okay? The only beneficial dairy is soy cheese and soy milk. What do I eat for breakfast? I don't even eat breakfast. If I'm hungry in the morning, I'll have some walnuts or I'll have my fruit blends. But I can have eggs. So if I just want some eggs, I'll have some eggs with my soy cheese. Because that soy cheese that I have, that Daiya cheddar cheese, is delicious. Okay? I don't see why O's can't just have egg whites, because there's really no nutritional value to egg whites. But could be a lectin in there. I have to ask Jordan about that. Okay? Type A and type O cannot do eggs. That's why I said A and O is very similar, except O's need meat and A's need fish. Okay? Whenever I make eggs, I'll use 2 regular eggs, and then the rest is egg whites, and then I put some of my soy cheese in it. I actually feel like that should probably be dinner tonight. Maybe I'll make an egg omelet with my mushrooms and onions. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I done talked myself into it. So, harmful. All the dairy. The same exact dairy that O's can't have, A's can't have neither. Everything's harmful. Okay? Beneficial oils, flaxseed and olive. Harmful, corn, peanut, safflower, and sesame. Nuts, beneficial, peanuts and peanut butter and pumpkin seeds. Okay? Harmful, Brazil nuts, cashews, and pistachios. Beans, beneficial is azuki, black, green, pinto, red, soy, lentils, and black-eyed peas. Harmful, copper beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, lima beans, navy, red, and tamarind. Beneficial drinks: coffee, red and decaf, green tea, and red wine. You can't have no vegetable oil, sweetheart. None of our bodies can process vegetable oil. None. Not grapeseed oil, not avocado oil, not none. Only olive and flaxseed. Tap screen. Let's get to 150 so I can go. Let's just keep tapping. Just keep tapping. Okay? I'm working. Y'all just tap. Let's get to 150. Harmful: beer, distilled liquor, seltzer water, diet cola, regular cola, other sodas, and black tea. Grains and pastas. Beneficial: kasha, oat flour, rice flour, rye flour, soba noodles, and artichoke pasta. Harmful: white flour, wheat flour, semolina pasta, spinach pasta. Same as O's. If y'all gonna date somebody, you A's, you need a day to know. if it's not going to be an A. This is what I talk about when I'm talking about, you know, people always talking about, oh, I need to be equally yoked, da, 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 da. No, you need to be equally yoked with these types. Sparkling water is fine. You need to be equally yoked with these types. Think about it. It'll make your life so much simpler if you and your partner have the same blood type. Or similar. A's and O's go together. B's and AB's go together. I'm going to have a t-shirt that says, what's your type? Those will be ready tomorrow. Okay? A's and AB's, I mean, B's and AB's go together, and A's and O's go together. Simple. Okay? Because O's can have a lot of seafood. The same seafoods that A's can have, O's can have. Simple. Simplify your life. Okay? Beneficial breads and muffins. Essene bread and Ezekiel bread. Soy flour bread. Sprouted wheat bread, rice cakes. Harmful. Durum wheat, high protein breads, all the same bread, wheat breads. All of that. Harmful. Okay? Cereals. The only thing you can have is amaranth and kasha. That's it. Does the vegan protein help maintain your weight? Yes. Or it can be used as a meal replacement. Okay? As we age, we have to have more protein to prevent us from having brittle bones, osteoporosis. Someone was asking about osteoporosis. As we get older, our bones start to deplete. So we have to have more protein as we get older than we do when we're younger. So that's why it's good for you to have the vegan shake. Does my husband eat what I eat? I don't have a husband. I don't want a husband. I'm talking to y'all that actually want a husband. I've never been married. I have never had a desire to be married. Okay. Sorry, I had a reaction. What's up, puppy? What's up, old dog? Let me move this out your way before you get all excited. No, don't come up here. I got this muffin up here. You cannot have this. Sorry-o. Okay, we ready? We're going to finish up with the A's. Condiments, you can have mustard. Come on, man. Stop being such a brat. Come and say hi. Come on. Sheesh. Get away from that muffin. Okay, go get him. All right. Beneficial spices: barley malt, blackstrap molasses, garlic, ginger, miso, soy sauce, and tamari. Harmful. Same as O's. Okay? All the vinegars you can't have. You can't have them. You can't have none of the pepper, no white pepper, black pepper, peppercorns, cayenne pepper, none of that. No apple cider vinegar. So the same things that O's have with the acid, same thing with y'all. Okay? Beneficial vegetables: alfalfa sprouts, domestic artichokes, Jerusalem artichokes, beet greens, broccoli, carrots, chicory, collard greens, dandelion, escarole, garlic, horseradish, kale, kohlrabi, leek, romaine lettuce, okra, red Spanish onion, yellow onions, parsley, parsnips, pumpkin, spinach, Swiss chard, tempeh tofu, and turnips. Bangers. Okay? Harmful: Chinese cabbage, red cabbage, white cabbage. Same as O's. Okay? Eggplant, lima beans, domestic mushrooms, same as O's. Okay? Black olives, Greek olives, Spanish olives, green peppers, jalapeno peppers, red and yellow sweet bell peppers, sweet potatoes. Y'all can have sweet potatoes. O's can have sweet potatoes. Okay? Well, y'all cannot have sweet potatoes, but O's can. Okay? Red potatoes, white potatoes, tomatoes, and yams. Those are all harmful to y'all. Okay? Y'all just need to stick with fish and vegetables. So if you want to think about what diet, get away from their fats. If you want to think what diet plan, if you want to just categorize yourself in a diet plan, Mediterranean diet is best for you. Okay? Fluids: Beneficial: apricot, carrot, celery, black cherry, grapefruit, pineapple, prunes, and lemon. Those are all good. Harmful: orange, papaya, and tomato. Fruits: beneficial: apricots, blackberries, blueberries, boysenberries, cherries, cranberries, dried fig, fresh figs. Fats: grapefruit, lemon, pineapple, dark plum, green plum, red plum, and prunes. All beneficial. All beneficial for you. Okay? And then harmful: banana, coconut, mangoes, cantaloupe, honeydew, melon, oranges, papaya, rhubarbs, and tangerines. Okay? Get your list. Keep it on your phone. That's what I do. Before I cook anything, I will go to Pinterest. I will look up, if I know that I'm going to have some fish, or if I know that I'm going to have something and I want some interesting ideas, I go to Pinterest. I type in what it is that I have, and all of these fantastic recipes come up. Rice. I don't think you guys can not have rice, can you? Hold on. Let me see. It's neutral. Just like with O's. It's neutral. Okay? So that means you can have it once in a while, not all the time. This is why people like the O's will all, whenever you see them meal prepping, it's always a meat, brown rice, because brown rice is the most nutritious and the most beneficial health-wise, more so than white. White is just empty carbohydrates, whereas brown rice actually has nutrients and things in it that are beneficial to you. So whenever you see somebody doing that, they're meal prepping, they have a piece of meat, brown rice, and some veggies. That's how you should eat. Simplify your life. Simplify your life. I'm just too old for the bullshit anymore. I'm tired. Tired trying to figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. Tired trying to figure out what's gonna hurt me, what's gonna help me. I'm tired of all of it. This has been, and I've sold weight loss products and things for decades. Okay? And even with taking products and all this other stuff, nothing has been as simple as this. I still take my supplements because that's what supplements are for. We're never going to be able to eat enough nutrients to supply our bodies with what it needs to protect us from disease and protect us from common colds and all these other things. So we have to supplement our diet, but our diet has to be a good one. Okay? And the reason why most people don't get the results that they want to get from supplements is because their diet is contrary to how your body processes food. That's the problem. So nothing that's not on the harmful or beneficial list is neutral. Neutral is neutral. If you get your list, you'll see the beneficial, and then the neutral, and then the harmful. You, if you're trying to turn whatever around, whether that's weight or disease or swelling or whatever it is, okay, just stick to the beneficial and scrap the harmful, and you will see a tremendous difference in less than 48 hours. Do I ever eat out at a restaurant? No. But I wasn't eating out at restaurants for years anyway. I wasn't. I mean, I've traveled all over the place. You know, when COVID came, a lot of everything changed for a lot of people. And because I had an underlying health issue, I was not, and I've been working from home for 16 years. So me going outside was not, or staying in the house was never a big deal for me because I've always worked from home. So when COVID came and everybody was losing their mind, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in the house. I was like, this is my normal. So I was, you know, like everybody else, we were ordering takeout from, what is that damn Uber Eats? We weren't using Uber Eats, DoorDash. We spent a lot of money on DoorDash, but this was before I started eating this way. Now I cannot order from a restaurant because I don't trust what they're putting in the food. even if I got some salmon, how do I know that the oil that they're cooking it with is an oil that's not going to make my ankle hurt? Right? So what I do is because I can cook, I don't have those issues. Any other questions that you guys may have before we call it a night? I'm usually on here at 5 o'clock East Coast time. I live in California, so it's only 10:27 for me. But I just got out of suspension at 6:45 my time this evening, which was 9:45 your time, and I wanted to come on here. Okay? So I will be back on Sunday because tomorrow I have work to do, but I will be back on Sunday at 5 o'clock. And I'm usually on every day. Yeah, I started at 10 your time tonight. But I'm on the West Coast. The name of the book is Eat Right for Your Type by Dr. Peter D'Adamo. You're in Cali too? Oh, you thought it was 10 p.m. Oh, I didn't know you were in Cali. I thought you were on the East Coast. What do I use in place of butter? Olive oil. Let me give y'all a little trick. When I cooked my, I never had an ankle injury. It's just when menopause came, you know, when you're going through menopause, they don't tell you that you lose bone. Okay? So when menopause came, like my second year of menopause, because menopause is 5 to 9 years. Did y'all know that? So when I moved into my second year of menopause, about 2.5 years into it, I started feeling like I was losing bone. Okay? So it wasn't so much as bone as it was ligaments and all this other stuff. So the inflammation in my ankle is literally like a signal for inflammation in my body. Everything shrank. I can literally look down at my ankle and it will be swollen from something that I've eaten. Okay? You never had any symptoms, none at all? That's fantastic. Then I must have had all of your symptoms. Because at one time I actually had my period for 45 days, like straight, heavy 45 days. I truly admire you. Oh, well, thank you so much. Do you know your blood type, Miss Johnson? Do you know your blood type? You just came out of menopause? Oh, that's fantastic. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And honestly, I truly believe that when I was drinking that detox tea every day, it kept my period steady. And now that I am not drinking that tea anymore, it's actually slowing down and almost disappearing altogether. So, O positive, your BFF watching with me is A negative. Y'all perfect friends. Because y'all have very similar profiles. But you can have meat and she can have fish. And y'all are very similar on the fish, too. So, great show. I'm back and I kept my composure and I didn't get cut off. I know, I've figured out some of the things as to why I got suspended. Okay? So now I know what triggers it and I will stay away from it. But I'm new here. I don't know all the rules. They should just give us a list of words we shouldn't be saying. There are certain tests that will tell us we are out of menopause. Is there? I don't know. Don't get me to lying. Let me tell you why menopause was such a mystery to me. Because most of the women in my family had hysterectomies. Most of the women in the previous generations, my ancestors, all had hysterectomies. So no one had gone through menopause. And then my mom had fibroids before she died, and she was working, well, she had endometriosis, but she died before anything could be done about that. So there was nobody I could ask. My grandma had a hysterectomy. All my aunts had hysterectomies. So me and my cousin are the only ones that were going through menopause together. Stop telling people to stop eating chicken and avocados. I promise I will. Because they was like, report. I was like, I've never, of all of my years of doing lives, I've never in my entire life seen a reaction like that. I was like, are you serious right now? All I'm doing is telling y'all what's harmful. I don't tell y'all not to eat this stuff. People are like, but I can't have, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. I can't have whatever I like. And as a matter of fact, the further y'all get into this stuff, y'all won't even want that stuff no more. You won't crave it. You won't think about it. You won't, even when you see it, you're going to be like, I can't believe I used to eat that. There is going to be something in your body that snaps on, like a light that comes on, that will start to crave the foods that are meant to be in it. Like, I cannot go a day without walnuts. Because Jordy had some walnuts up here, and I had to go in there and say, can I eat your walnuts? Because I'm out of walnuts. I'll replace them tomorrow. He was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So I had to have them walnuts. Ice cream is not good to me. You know what I have instead of ice cream? Y'all must not have seen my videos of this protein shake. This tastes just like Breyer's French vanilla ice cream. And it only takes one scoop. Okay, you take one scoop, you take 1 cup of almond milk, 2 cups of ice, and then put whatever fruits you want to put in there. So I have made cherry cordial. I have made, the other night I wanted something sweet. And it was before bed, and you can't have no sugar before bed. So I was like, well, let me go and make me a shake. So put my stuff in a shaker bottle. You don't even have, with this, you don't even have to have a blender. You can just put it in your shaker bottle with your little metal thing. So I made the shake, went over to my cabinet, put some of my pumpkin spice seasoning in there, and had me a pumpkin spice protein shake before bed. And it was so good, so sweet, so satisfying. You want some ice cream that's going to be healthy for you and your kids? And it has all of the digestive enzymes in the shake. So for people that are lactose intolerant, like O's and A's, right? Because we know that, we made sure that we created a low lactose shake with the digestive enzymes in the shake. So you won't have any problem digesting it. You don't get any bloating. You don't get any gas. But with the vegan shake, you don't get any of the gas anyway, because there's no lactose. You're 77 and went through menopause natural. I'm going to start eating positive foods. Fantastic. I don't take anything for my menopause. I'm not on any drugs whatsoever for any ailment, for anything. Thank you. I haven't even finished my nails yet. I used the dip today, and it's a dip. Yes, you can freeze the shake, because I actually have a pint in my freezer right now. I have a pint in my freezer. I have those plastic containers. So I made the shake with some dark cherries, because dark cherries are anti-inflammatory. So if you want to make an anti-inflammation shake, use dark cherries, okay? And I freeze it, and you can take a scooper. But if you make it in the blender, it's like soft serve ice cream. Yeah, that's me, Miss Johnson. I just eat to survive. But if I want something sweet, I just have a protein shake. And it hits the spot. And here's a little trick too, guys. Here's a little trick. It's your tongue that gets you in trouble. Your body doesn't want anything that's harmful to it. Your body does not want it. Your tongue wants it. Okay? So what I do is if I want to taste something, I put it in my mouth, I swirl it around my mouth, I satisfy my tongue, and I spit it out. Jordy made a protein shake yesterday with banana, blueberries, and something else in it. He was like, you want to taste my shake? And then he was like, ooh, no, you can't have it. There's bananas in it. And he was like, you want to just taste it and spit it out? I was like, yeah. Took a little swig, got the taste, spit it out. So now my tongue is satisfied, but it didn't meet the bodyguard at the back of my throat. So I had nothing to process. I had nothing that was going to trigger any inflammation. I solved both of the problems at the same time. I satisfied the tongue and didn't create no problems in my body. That's your cheat sheet. If you're an A and you just have a taste for some steak, you can chew it up, just don't swallow it. I found a way around shit. I can't have coconut. I don't like coconut milk anyway. But I can't have coconut. There are several blood types that can't have coconut. But I don't like coconut. But A's cannot have coconut. And my mom used to eat Almond Joy all the time. You're not that strong. You are that strong if you say you're that strong. You're that strong if you start being that strong. Never say that you're not something. Oh, I can't do that. I don't know how you do that. You make up your mind. Never say that you can't do something that you're not strong. Don't say that, because you are. If you want it bad enough, maybe y'all's pain was not like my pain. My pain was enough for me to say, I don't want to do that ever again. You paying $2,500 rent for a place that you can't even walk through because of your pain, I pass on that. I don't want to do that. Okay? I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that. You know, I watch people in my family be debilitated, and as they got older, like, we think that it's just natural for you to be immobile when you get older, right? Yes, I will do that. I will do that. I will do that, Sydney. Because that's what I want to do tomorrow, is finish up the t-shirts. Because I have so many ideas, like what's your type? What's your type? You're not my type. You know, because that's how we should be thinking. Life is complicated enough. We need to be as simple as we possibly can in the necessary parts of our lives. Food is a big part of our lives. So if we simplify that part of our lives, everything else will fall into place. I'm just telling y'all how I simplified mine. I've lived a very complicated life. It took me to get this many years old for me to figure it out. I'm glad I'm still alive to do that, because my brother died at 28, my mom died at 41, my other sister died at 51, and I had a brother that died at 30. And I'm still here. My father died a couple of years ago. Okay? So I'm just still here representing the ancestors. Yeah, can is not in my vocabulary. I can do anything. You know how I know I can do anything? Because I've done some things that people, especially in my family, be like, I can't believe you did that. I know. I'm fearless. I fear nothing. I don't fear being alone. I don't feel dying alone. Aren't you afraid of being alone? I love being alone. I love it. And I'm not, first of all, I'm not alone. I got a dog. And men will always say that women are just so miserable. I was miserable in relationships. I was miserable. There's nobody that I want to see and talk to every day. Nobody. How many more times you need to be cheated on before you say, I'm good? I'm good. Because you damn sure ain't going to make me think it's you. No. If you go around attracting sociopaths, I don't fear ice cream. I just choose not to eat it. I don't fear food. Why would I fear food? I just have no desire to eat it. It's not, the juice is not worth the squeeze. If there are several things in my life that aren't worth the effort. Ice cream is not worth the effort, especially when I have a shake that tastes just like ice cream. So again, everybody has to do what individually works for them. There's nothing across the board that works for everyone. Nothing. And we have to stop thinking like that. Well, turmeric is good for inflammation. Turmeric is good for inflammation for whoever it benefits. Turmeric did the opposite for me. It created more inflammation in my body. It brought me more pain. That and ginger brought me more pain. So we can't keep saying this is good for this is good for that, this is good for this, and this is good for that, because there are several people that is harmful to. So we have been brainwashed into groupthink and belonging to a group and labeling ourselves this, that, and the other. And we need to just focus. And that's what it says literally on the front of Dr. D'Adamo's book. It says individualized eating plan. And that means just for you. I'm going to. Good night. I will see y'all back here on Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock Pacific time. Thank you guys for hanging with me tonight. I hope you guys learned. Don't forget to get your foods list and go and check out the store. We have some amazing products. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.